Come on, Toe Bear.
All right. So, welcome to the session, everyone. And actually, I just got a really cool idea just a couple of days ago on a way that we can do our recap instead of always having me doing the recap. Is that I could actually get you guys to all.
Oh God! It sounds like a lab meeting. It's like
yeah.
Oh Jesus!
We do a recap.
But,
But,
can we? Oh, I was sick.
I got this cool idea, but anyway, basically, if you can all roll a d20 for me.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
It's just the panic comes in already.
I'm going to tell you it's worthwhile.
Roll a one. Roll a
Tell you
one.
it's
Roll a
gonna be
one.
worthwhile
Roll a
to
one.
do it
Roll
this
a one.
way.
10. I'll take that.
Oh.
Oh, Keith's out.
Oh God,
got
I'm
an
dead.
8. Nice. It looks like Emmanuel.
Looks like Emmanuel will be.
All
okay.
right. So,
What did we do? We had a fight. There we go.
No.
Yeah.
So actually, Keith, I think you rolled a 5. I don't know.
I did.
I'm missing Toe. I don't think Toe rolled. Did he?
Give me a sec. I mean, it's probably not going to be lower than 5 though, so you can carry on.
Just in case, I'm a stickler for protocol.
I'm now you've put pressure on the roll.
It's gonna get a 1, isn't he?
Come on.
1.
Come to daddy.
The build-up, it's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, attention.
Oh,
Dun,
I'm getting palpitations.
I tell ya.
Has he rolled?
Perfect 10. Oh.
Rolls a 10. Very nicely
Oh God
done.
damn it.
All right.
What have we done? I've no idea. You're gonna have to go right back to the start.
So basically, with that 5, you get to go first, Keith. This week, it might be the highest number next week. I don't know. It might be a closer to the pin future weeks. If you roll, if you go through with a good depth of background of what happened last session, you may get yourself an inspiration out of this.
Ooh.
Nice.
Prizes.
Right.
Yeah. Fancy prizes. All right. So, Keith, give us a bit of a input as to what happened last week. If you want, I can put the.
I can do it as if it's a news article.
Yeah, feel free. I will shift the cave back on so that you can all see the cave where you last left off as you got to the end. Go.
Reports are coming in that an intrepid group of explorers slaughtered a bunch of indigenous people in their own habitat. The war criminals are still at large.
Done.
Very.
That's what I felt happened.
I think we're more freedom fighters, don't you? I don't know.
All perspectives.
That's how the
All
victors write
perspective.
history.
Are we allowed to say ethnic cleansing?
We don't know if there's more. But yes,
Like the
so
war on
last
terror
week.
in Vietnam, and no, are they not like that? No.
So
1 second. I'm just setting up something. All right.
Caves, murder.
Caves,
Mate.
I found some treasure.
I've
Which you can't wear.
I've decided out of that there won't be any inspiration given in this situation. I apologize, but it was quite funny.
it was brief. It was very brief.
It was very brief, and probably so. Anyway, you all were at the mouth of the cave. Garavid had gone down and was not feeling great.
No change there.
The creatures in the plant life that was at the entrance of the cave had started to drag their bodies of their dead back into the cave and were showing no aggression as they were trying to get back in to the cave.
I wouldn't agree with that statement.
Or less
They
aggression.
kept shooting at us.
Those
They didn't stop attacking.
that may be true, or they seem to be pulling back. However, they did keep attacking. The group had been under a lot of pressure, under damage, and basically you made your way into the cave entrance under the instructions to clean out these caves.
I like Keith's narrative there. They kept.
Yeah, exactly. As you went in, a couple of members fell and then came back up again, temporarily losing consciousness but being brought back with some healing. Constantine managed to find himself a couple of healing potions and some armor in the back of the cave, and behind Toe in his bare form, you managed to make your way through. The last thing that you remember from the last session is that you slayed, if that is a correct terminology, you slayed the final of the tough creatures in front of you. He actually fell to the ground, and at that point of time, as one of the creatures had made his way sort of south east into the tunnels in this direction, saying sorry to something in the cave up north, he went away, and then you heard a massive crash coming from the east. A massive crash followed by a thud, thud, thud. And that is where we left off. At this moment in time, you are actually out of combat, so I will remove the combat turn order there.
Let me ask, sorry, who sent us on this mission? I don't even know. I wasn't there when.
It was an exploding lady.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Yeah.
that makes it a bit worse for some of us because we've just joined in and just started murdering people.
Yeah.
Like, we've not been told, we just turned up. Okay, let's kick off.
Yeah.
Dead
Chatting
rowdy.
about clouds, and then it's like we're going to blow up some, like, mushrooms indoors. Do you fancy joining us? All right.
Okay, so you
Sounds like one of those mad
much,
weekends in your 20s. Sorry, carry on.
No, that's okay. You have a moment of rest as the sound from the east is sort of make anyone who has a perception, a passive perception above 15, make a perception check, or if you have proficiency with perception, you can roll a perception check for me. That will be where it has the little black dot next to it. Cirrus and Toe, very perceptive at this point in time. What you hear is this thud, thud, thud coming in your direction, but then a pause and then a thud, thud, thud heading away from you again, and then a thud, thud, thud heading in your direction and then away from you again. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4, different numbers at this point in time. What would you all like to do?
I don't
Well,
know
I
about
think-
you boys, but I'm rather blooded. I could rather do with a little bit of a rest.
Well, I don't think this creature. I don't know about you, Toe. You know more about nature than I do, I think. But I know it sounds like an under thunderstorm, but I don't think it's coming towards us. It's just patrolling up and down.
Yes,
maybe
I think we've been rather lucky chaps to have got this far. I really think we need to take stock and think of what is it we're actually doing and for who.
Well, I'll tell you what, lads. While we have a think about this, there is a little cave just as we came in where I did. If we wanted to take some shelter there, it's one entrance in and one entrance out. We can, rather than being stuck in this tiny little corridor with monsters all around us, we could get ourselves there quickly, get some rest. We'll have a look at Red's injuries, take stock.
I could fly
good idea.
old Bertram round the corner.
That's also
Take a look at the thud fella. See what's going on.
It's an idea as well.
I like
Yeah.
it.
If I'm obviously going to do my eyes in the back of the head malarkey, but
you want to be in a safe position, really.
if you can be either side of me, then
Yeah,
hopefully I
I'll come
won't get.
down there. I'll come down
So,
here, in fact, and stand in the water.
so I could, if I move right up to here, then it's not too far around the corner for Bertram to go.
Okay. So you throw Bertram in the air and sort of send him on his way, telling him where to go. Is he going right or left?
So I'm gonna do the three-eyed raven job and take wire control of him.
Okay.
So I am going to go fly Bertram to the right.
To the right. So Bertram flies around to the right-hand side, revealing a bit more of a tunnel space in front of him, just there on the space with nothing seemingly there. Do you want to continue flying him around, or?
I'll fly him down that corridor a bit more. Yeah.
Okay, so Bertram will fly further. What's Bertram's fly speed? Do you have a fly speed for Bertram?
I would be almost astounded if I did.
Okay.
Whatever a fly speed is for a raven,
We'll say that Bertram has like a 30-foot fly speed per sort of period of time.
The European raven.
Yeah,
It's got to be a South African.
An
with that.
African or European raven. So you see another sort of area as Bertram flies around. Make a perception check for me. And Garavid, which way are you going? Are you going out or into the?
Yeah, I'm just staying there to make sure no cheekies come up.
So you can make a perception check for me at disadvantage.
Let's not stray far, folks.
No, we definitely should all keep together here.
All right, so Garavid, you sort of turn around the corner and you're just interested in the battle that's ahead. Okay, Bertram flies around. You don't see anything around where Bertram flies. What would you like to do?
I think this tunnel's gonna link up with that bridge, so I'm gonna fly Bertram back towards me.
Okay, so Bertram flies back to you, and you come back with your eyes back there, and can pass on what you would like to your fellow travellers.
Okay, I'll say there doesn't seem to be anything down that tunnel, chaps, for a little while. I mean, it seems to me like it almost doubles back on the place that the old Red Prince of Bel Air is standing at the moment.
So again,
I don't understand that reference. What do you?
Well, does Bertram has he found some nice clouds there with the nice air? I mean, he can probably get quite high, can't he? Can he reach the clouds?
Bertram's always bloody high. That's half of the problem with him.
So he always gets quite
Huffing away, isn't he?
Well, I mean, clouds can be quite smoky, so I'm not surprised to hear you say that. But does that mean that, like, he could discern things about the clouds? Or did you ever communicate with him about clouds?
The bloody bird goes on about this, that, and the effing other. Clouds he may well talk about, I don't know. But at the moment, we're underground, so a bit of a shortage of clouds for him to talk about.
Aye, I know. I feel it too, brother.
All this lack of clouds must be giving you the willies, my friend.
What are you talking up there? What are you doing? What's happening around the corner?
Do you mind? We're upset about clouds here.
You sent your bird off. Did you see anything?
I didn't care about clouds.
I sent my bird off round the corner. She didn't see nothing, mate.
Garavid yells up the corridor towards you. Garavid, roll a stealth check for me for this moment in time. Yeah. Okay.
Big booming voice.
That's about right.
Oi, what's going on up there?
Be quiet!
The whole place just echoes.
Garavid says that yes, the whole place is just like, what the hell are you? What the hell are you? What the hell are you? What the hell are you doing as they run around there?
That really sounded like Welsh Indian then. That's quite... What are you?
What are you doing?
Emmanuel will be very aware of what's going on based on my accent from previous weeks. Okay, you hear at this stage, probably everyone can now sort of hear it now that it's been pointed out, and you hear another 3 boom, 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 heading in your direction and then stopping. What are you doing?
Can I have a really good listen with the booming to determine which direction it's coming from in this cave system?
You determined that it was coming somewhere east-wise. Make a. How are you gonna sort of listen? How are you doing?
I'm gonna hold my hand on one ear, and then move my ear around to get an idea of where the sound's coming from.
You'd have advantage if you had a cup.
Yeah. So at this moment in time, you put your hand to your ear and move around, and anyone else who's looking at you just see you moving around, but there is no sound at this point in time.
I could go boop and wait to see how big it is in the dark. I personally think, gentlemen, that we should retire to that defensible cave that Dave was talking about.
Yeah, I think Dave had a good idea there, because I'm almost dead.
So, if you want them, boys, if we go this way, back out where we came,
right,
and literally you'll see we will.
Oh, just
we'll
over there, you mean? Yeah. Oh, in here.
Yeah, you can see where we are.
Yeah,
yeah, we've got line of sight. Let's get there.
Yeah, there's a little fireplace in here. This is nice. Yeah,
we can get ourselves ensconced in there while we sort Red out. Anything else we need.
And we're still very much in their lair, though, right? If we stay there, we still need to be ready to fuck them up.
We are still in their lair to a certain extent, but we've got a good,
Is the idea to try and hide, pretend like we're not there, and maybe they just run past, if we try and blend in, maybe cover ourselves in rock, like that idea, or are we just gonna try and defend that area?
I think it was finding a defensible position, which does indeed beg the question of why don't we just go all the way out the cave?
Well, this is the other thing. We go all the way out, find a nice little place, have a long rest, get all our spells back before we go and attack a big-ass mofo.
But then we're back at square one. We've got to fight our way back in again. They're going to replace these bastards with more back.
We've killed quite a bit, unless they spawn literally from spores.
How well are you feeling, folks? Is all I can ask. What shape you're in. You feeling good?
I'm all right.
I've got 9 hit points, which is tantamount to 1 hit and I'm dead.
I don't know what that means, but
I think the prince is saying he's as robust as I am, so he'll fold like the proverbial piece of paper in the privy wind.
Do you feel like you could summon a second wind somehow?
I've already summoned my second wind.
I wondered what that was.
That's a shame.
I've literally got nothing left.
You're like a dried husk.
Right,
I've gone beyond.
I'll tell you what. Right, let's while we're arguing about this, I say
discussing, dear chap, discussing.
Let's book to the cave. Let's get ourselves to that position, because at the moment we're just in a corridor with entrances up, down, left, and right.
We can have a chat while we're resting.
Then we can decide what we're going to do from that point onwards, because we can either leave or we can go deeper in.
I agree with Constantine, and I head off to down where Garavid is.
Yep.
Okay, I will head the same way.
And I'll
I'm in the middle of the pack, not the back.
I don't know
so I can jet outside if need be.
Yeah, if we take an hour or so, then you might find yourself feeling a bit better. Garavid, a nice asexual massage from someone, perhaps.
So you're all walking,
tending deeply to your wounds, all the same,
Okay.
Bagsy, not me.
I lost my counter.
Are you all walking in the direction?
Yeah.
I've got an X on me. That's why I can't find myself. There I am.
There you are.
If we want to chill out for a bit, would we be safer to just go into the bushes slightly outside the cave, or do we want to try and hide ourselves here and chill out and try and get some
I'll keep watch on the at the doorway, because I've got night vision, and to help you all chill out, I'll unsling my bagpipes.
Nice.
Start getting a little drone on the go.
That's all we need.
Drone.
Oh
Love
my
it.
god, who came in here for a rest?
All right, Cirrus, are you heading
Shut
back
that
as well?
bloody bazooki up.
I will. I actually do need a rest. I didn't realise.
Yeah.
I only got 12 hit points.
So Cirrus, just roll a stealth for me. Actually, everyone roll a stealth check as you're walking back into this
disadvantage.
area.
As I'm kicking rocks. and
Yeah,
shooting
exactly.
bullets.
Emmanuel just rolls in there.
Okay, so as a group, even though Cirrus is a little bit clankier than the rest, and Emmanuel is sort of talking to Bertram as he's walking back, you all manage to walk back, and as you're walking sort of across the water in this area, again you hear from the eastern direction a sort of boom boom boom, but heading away from where.
Which way, Dave? I have no bearing.
In the sort of direction on this side of the map is going east. So the tunnel entrance is going east to west, and outside is west, inside is east.
Right.
Just to give a bit of an idea.
My man, there's an elephant in this cave. Just
That's all right.
Don't mention it though.
probably inaccurate.
Okay. You're going into the cave. Are you sort of, where are you sitting in the cave? What are you wanting to do?
I'll tell.
Sorry,
before
just
you-
for a
I'll-
point of kind of magicness. What do I have to do to get my spells back?
Long rest.
Long rest,
Long rest,
okay.
generally.
And that's like a night's sleep, yeah?
It's generally 8 hours or
Of
six
good sleep.
solid hours of rest plus, but generally 8.
Cool. I'll position myself outside the cave then to keep watch with somebody else.
I'll do the same. I'm robust enough with.
Is Keith out there as well?
Well, I was going to go by the entranceway to the door here, so I can see inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
If needs be, so I can see down there, and also can run away that way.
Nice.
So
Keith's not daft.
you're all in the cave. Everyone's taking a short rest of some description or trying to.
I want to do the song of rest on my bagpipes.
Very nice.
Ooh, what does that
Everyone's
do?
doing that. So if you or any of your friendly creatures who can hear you perform and rest, they get their... Oh, I've got a thing open. There we go. So you get an extra hit die.
All right. So before you roll your short rest, can the three at the entrance of actually the two who are not playing a set of bagpipes at this moment in time, can you make a perception or investigation check for me?
Nice. Nice. Oh, 2.
Oh, sorry, rolled it twice by accident. That'll be the first one, I guess. I roll it till I get 25.
One of them's better, you know.
All right. So, Cirrus, what you get from that perception check is you can. It's not everything is silent in the caves. Not everything is silent. Not just only this big boom, 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 but you can also hear some the flowing of the water from this little stream is also flowing along, and you can hear some small additional waves in the water, some little bloop, bloop, as you're there, and you can tell that there's maybe coming from a little bit further in the south east of the tunnel. There's something moving in that area, but not fast or not making a loud plodding sound. But you keep your eye out quite nicely, and I think you sort of would have sort of seen the creature that walked away earlier came out, stuck his head around the corner, walked up towards where the rest of the bodies are, and then noticed you in the corner and then ran back away again in that point in time, back to the south. The music is playing, and we'll make it a little bit of a sort of break the rules a little bit, but I would enable you all to take that extra hit dice now. So just this, so you can take your hit dice from your short rest. So over the hour, you're sort of sitting there. These noises keep coming and making the sounds and then moving away. And this creature a couple of times steps out, but doesn't come to attack you. Steps back away again over the space of an hour as you're sitting there.
And I am playing a sad song.
So everyone can take a
How do you do that?
short rest. So in your...
It's interesting though, because it says recover 2 pack magic slots, Red Dragon and Second Wind on a short rest for me.
Yep.
Is that different for a warlock
I
then?
think it's different for a warlock, yes.
Nice.
I'd be for a wizard actually with arcane recovery.
So if you're in your D&D Beyond, Duncan, have you fixed D&D Beyond yet?
Yeah, more or less.
So I got 8.
Okay. So basically you can all... So the way hit dice work is basically you can roll one, and then if you want to, you can roll another one. If it doesn't fully heal you, I will allow you to do that. But you only get these hit dice in your rest, but you also then get a D6 from the song that is being played. A mellow, bagpipey sort of
Oh,
song.
an extra 1.
Oh, nice. Well,
Where?
better than nothing.
Better than nothing, yeah.
Where are the hit dice in
Yeah, of course, yeah.
D&D Beyond?
So
If you
when
go
you're in D&D,
click on
if you-
short rest,
Yeah, where it says short rest in your list.
Nice.
So if you're in your view, Keith, you can basically go to the top
Is it like...
row,
Yeah,
or
yes.
at the top row it should say Beyond 20, share, and then short rest. If you're in a browser, or if you click on the little
The good thing about a video.
if you click on the
Doesn't,
show me. Yeah, so up the top of the above the numbers, there's a thing that says short rest there, right? Somewhere. If you click on that,
Yes.
click
Yeah.
on that, and then it gives you your hit die that you can roll.
And I can click that,
Yourself.
Yeah.
and then I've rolled that.
yeah.
Exactly. So Toe,
And
you
you click
rolled
the
a
hit die, then do an extra 1d6, then you can change it in your thing where it says
I see.
there's a little place, and then you put heal.
See, my short rest was a D8 plus 1, and that's healed me up. I'm good with that.
All right, cool.
So
But
that,
I'll have to remember
16.
that. So the warlock can do all his pack spells in a short rest. That's fucking excellent. So I'm back up to almost full health, but I've got all my spells back. But a wizard needs to do a long rest, huh?
Arcane recovery, though. I've got arcane recovery, so that means that once per day I can recover some spells. And I'm just.
Oh, that's
looking-
nice. All right.
Some say uncalled for, but nice.
The amount of like wanky threads of like, oh, wizards are like better than sorcerers, sorcerers are like better. It's like, just fuck off.
are they
We all know
circumcised?
sorcerers are better.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
know
I know.
that. We know.
I know.
So.
Exactly.
Warlocks are better than sorcerers. And
Well,
wizards.
they're not, but yeah, it's just people just fucking wanking on about things, and it's like, if you're doing it to take the piss, that's fine. If you're doing it because you're a wanker and you're gonna moan about it, like, it stopped me following the group on Facebook.
The question is, are they circumcised?
Yeah, are they? That was a very important.
That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
That's what the people need to know.
All right. And
So that's bread too late to
at this
contribute,
point,
unfortunately.
at this point in time, you all take 5d10. No, sorry.
not on me.
Circumcision damage.
There is at least a reason why on YouTube we are under the not for kids banner. All right. All right.
These are the questions, you know.
The kids want to know.
Cirrus, you sit there. You sit there for the hour, and you have that. You'll come to the end of your short rest.
Nice.
When you finish your short rest, and with that role of investigation, you all finished up and feeling a little bit better. You have throughout that period of time still heard the occasional loud bang or boom coming from the east somewhere, and you occasionally hear some skittering of noises as well. But you seem to have healed up a little bit. What do you want to do?
Did I leave that big stash of armor that I found that I tried to put on and then couldn't?
You had left it lying behind the pile of rocks. I don't know whether anyone else had known about it.
All right, I'll go and get it. I'll go and get it out. I'll go over to my little pile of rocks and say to everyone, I was like, look, I found this armor when I found this cave earlier, but it's not in my size.
I'll say, so what should we start the bidding at then?
Yeah, does anyone, will it fit anyone? Does anyone want it?
I don't know. Does it fit Dragonborn? Massive 7-footers?
No.
So it was a chainmail +1. So anyone who can take chainmail would be able to wear it.
Yeah.
Which I believe at the moment to be able
Cirrus?
to wear chainmail, Keith cannot.
I can.
Just like armor.
Garavid can. I don't think Toe can because it's metal. Keith might be able. Keith can't. So
I presume that our stouty, thunder-loving friend.
Indeed, but with heavy armor, Master, I resist like 3 points of damage. Anyway,
It's medium. Chain shirts, medium.
Chain shirts.
It's chainmail.
That's chain mail, so it's not chain shirt.
No.
Garavid, it's probably better for you because you're in the thick of it more. Your armor class is probably lower,
and with the shimmering of the mail, I think it sets off his eyes really nicely.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean,
that's important.
It is. You've got to look stylish. If there's anything Keith knows about how to look stylish,
it's certainly not how to play the bagpipes.
Well, it's got the drone. That's all Sheriff's cared about.
Got to work out how to add this.
Just wait a second. So let me just show you the
manage
right
equipment. There we go. Right, add items.
Yeah. So there should be.
I appreciate it, manual, but a bit too flashy for me, I think.
There should be a chainmail +1, I believe, in your.
I've got chainmail, magical, amount to add.
If you can't find it, let me know and I'll do it. But we can at least in the meantime, or I can quickly jump in yours. Okay, so what are you doing? I'll say that you did that before you had your rest, so that you could have spent the hour sort of slowly putting it on if you wanted to. Garavid, if I just go to your equipment and manage it, I can hopefully find.
Yeah, I can't find it on the filter. I can't find any chainmail +1s. Can you add the +1 yourself?
It is possible to do an item that way, but I found it here for you, chainmail +1, so I've added it into your character sheet. Hopefully you can find it.
Oh, there, I found it. Yeah, cool. Okay, cool.
And you can just activate it to turn it on if you want to.
Nice one.
Good. So, you basically got 2 potions and that chainmail. Basically, the chainmail, as you were aware, was relatively strong and sturdy. The potions, you gave 1 potion to Toe, I believe.
Yep.
Who then suffered a bit of a downer effect.
Right, what was that again?
So let me.
It was a bit like it gave you kind of like an alcoholic effect.
You had for the following for an hour you would have had a -5 to initiative, -5 to wisdom. You would have been a little bit charismatic during your rest. But at the end of the hour, you actually will gain a level of exhaustion, which you can only get rid of after a long rest.
Oh, fuck.
But you could have spent 2 hit die to end the effect, which you effectively did spend 2 hit die anyway, right?
Yeah, but not when you effect. I used it to get hit points.
Yeah. Sorry.
Do you
But you're
gain...
not dead.
You're not dead.
Yeah.
Let's retcon it a little bit and say that they've been sitting there a little while, like in these bottles. They're not necessarily perfect downers. So basically, I would say that you would have to take the short rest to sort of. So take one of the hit die that you took, not 2. One of them to get rid of the effect, and take the healing off the other one.
Oh, here's a question as well. When I did short rest, it gave me the choice of warlock or fighter as hit dice. I can only take 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you either can take both your hit dies and have your health, or you could have just taken your 12 hit die and use the other hit die to get rid of the exhaustion.
Well, I have 3 hit die, and I only needed 2 to get back to max points. So.
Okay, then use your other hit die to get rid of the exhaustion at this point in time. For full downers in the future, if you do end up having them, it will be the other way around.
So how'd you get 3 hit dice then? How can we get
That's 3.
Because he's level 3.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so that's what I was asking. So I had the choice of 1 hit dice in fighter and 2 in warlock.
Yeah.
Could I have had all of those 3? Because I just did 1 in fighter.
Yeah, you could have also used your warlock hit die as well.
Oh right.
So feel free.
I thought I just used
that.
1.
Feel free to
All
do
right.
that.
I imagine if you choose 1, you'd always choose fighter because it's.
Because it's high, yeah, it's more. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Oh, so the other one was.
I'm going to run it the way that basically you can roll 1, and then if you need more, roll another one. You don't need to pre-guess how many you need. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Right.
Got the rest very handy there, to be honest.
So you all have rested. The
So
3 at
max
the
then,
entrance at the end of your song. I want you all 3 to roll another investigation or perception check at the front of the cave.
Alright, cool.
Okay. So what you see is from, well, you don't notice anything actually much at this point in time. You basically, sorry, 1 second.
So one investigation.
Yep. So no, that was just the 3 at the entrance of the cave.
Oh, sorry.
So
I'm just catching up. Right.
That's
Okay.
all right. Okay, so you've finished your rest, and what would you like to do?
So what do we want to do, boys? Do we want to...
Well,
I
think
would
the
like
rest
to
of us are
express some
reasonable.
regret.
Yeah.
You'd like to express some regret?
We can unfuck some pictures.
What have you done?
See, I just don't feel so good about what's happened here, fellas.
It's
Would
shat
you
in the
like
bed.
to play a melancholy tune to mark?
I've just done an hour of that.
Oh, that was melancholy.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
love
seeing as old Bertram didn't find anything up there, I think I might have a little scooch around here and see what I can see around this way. Because that fella ran away down there, didn't he?
So we
He
can
He
go
popped
under
his
that
head
bridge,
out a
can
couple
we?
of times.
He did, yeah.
Well,
I'm
Can we?
I'm
Can we
quite
go
drawn
under
to
the
this
bridge?
bridge.
Yeah.
So,
that
Garavid,
will-
you've walked around the corner. Just make a stealth check for me.
That'd be with disadvantage because my chainmail, which I've got on now.
Clanging around the corner now. Amazing.
You see a bit further
do-
down in this direction as you're looking down.
Did it do it? No. What?
I'll
I
spot.
want to
There we
creep
go.
up behind him, follow behind him.
Yeah, follow up behind. So disadvantage. Oh, okay. Yeah, you step you step around the corner with a clang, 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 and you. Yeah, okay. You step around the corner, clang, clang, clang. 1 second.
Have you got new dice, Mark?
yeah.
Well, I don't, but they worked a little bit better in that.
They're rolling better today.
They were rolling a little bit better as Garavid. You, I guess, even with your chain, does a 17 hit? What is your armor class now?
Oh,
with
19.
Your chain? 19 with your armor class. You clang around the corner and you have one of those needles that you have been getting fired at for a few times clangs into the chain and just sort of sits there in the chain, but doesn't pierce through your dragon skin as it goes to this new chain.
Pull it out.
You sort of look at it and go, I think that if I wasn't wearing this chain, that might have hurt a little bit. The fire, you don't even know where it came from, but something obviously heard you coming, but you can't see where it is. And you don't have night vision, do you? Or dark vision?
Dark vision, no.
So actually I set it up. Keith, do you have
I do.
You do.
I
okay,
do,
so
yeah,
Keith, you can see in this direction, but you can't see anything. This thing hit. Okay. Do you want to continue walking forward?
I will take because I will see this happen, so I will take a position on the other side to see if I get any view on where this mystery shoot has come from.
Wouldn't mind coming round and just saying to people, fellas, shall we follow the path we took just to make sure we don't get twinned up from both sides? You know.
Very wise advice. I'll position myself in the middle so that I can shoot in either direction, as it were.
Yeah, fine. Hey, would be
Lightning is a brutal enemy.
how tall is the bridge?
What was that?
How tall is the bridge off the ground?
It's a short one. It's like 5 feet off the ground. It looks like it's more of one of those sort of Japanese oriental bridges that someone thought looked fancy in a cave. It's not really a functional bridge at this point in time that you have to worry too much about.
All right.
So we can go get a gnome, climb up on it?
You would be able to go over and most of you are tall enough to be able to just sort of climb up on it. Okay.
Chuck you up there, Toe, don't worry.
You're all like looking from where you are and none of you can see anyone at this moment in time. At the moment, I want you to sort of only go in movement distance that you can do on a turn, but you don't need to go in turn order. So if you're going to move somewhere or do something, do it only with your regular movement at this moment in time as a shot was fired off. You hear at this point in time where you are, you hear 4 boom, 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 coming from somewhere across to the eastern direction over this side of the map where you are.
Okay. Yeah. I might say to Emmanuel, are you able to send? I'm worried that we're going to end up walking into a trap. Is there any? Can we send Bertram down?
Yeah, maybe to here, something like this.
To here somewhere, yeah, just to...
Very, very well. Come on then, Bertram. Get your wings fluttering.
I'm cautioning you, fellas. We can't walk into a trap where we've already been. You didn't see through the whole of that cave.
Yeah.
And that's where we heard the sound.
Well, I can flap forward very gently with Bertram and see what's going on.
Okay.
Stay close to me, you two. I don't want to spike in the anus.
So I'll just pop a picture on the map to represent Bertram for a second. 1 second.
Eyes of Bertram.
Okay, Bertrand is a falcon. There.
He'll be very pleased with that.
Bertram,
Oh.
that is
I mean,
Bertram. It's
very fast if he was a falcon.
Yeah, he's not though. He's just.
He's a
Just a
fat
raven. They have
It's
their
a
own.
foul
So
falcon.
as I said, I believe he has 30 foot of movement. We can check that later on. There's a section called extras where you can choose a familiar element. But anyway, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. Make a perception check.
Sure.
Does Bertram have night vision? I believe he does have at least some version of vision. Roll a perception.
He can hear very well.
He
He's
can
like
hear quite well. Okay. Bertram doesn't see anything from where he is, but he can definitely hear some rustling down in the more southern part area, and again some plots of liquid and some shuffling of the water. You see, he could probably see some waves that are not just the regular waves coming down the water as well. Wait a second. Okay.
He's flying stealthily.
He's flying stealthily. Make a stealth check for Bertram for me.
That'd be good. Otherwise.
Fairly stealthily.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
So, does a 17 hit Bertram? Do you know?
I have absolutely no idea what a raven's armor class is, but I'm guessing it's a yes.
I believe that'll be a yes. Let me see if I can just pop a.
Does Bertram actually exist in the real world? Is he not? Is he not magical?
No, he's a raven.
Right, but he
You can
doesn't.
get more ravens.
Doesn't
Yeah, I
he
can get
exist?
another familiar, but you know me.
Where
and
does
Bert
it? But
don't
where
make-
does he live though? Because he doesn't live on your. Does he live on your shoulder?
He lives on my shoulder. I can put him in a pocket dimension if I wish.
Oh right, okay, that's okay.
Okay, so Emmanuel, you have now in your D&D Beyond under extras.
Mm-hmm.
You now have a raven. You can roll a d. You can roll a d4 to see how much hit points he has.
Okay. Extras will display. Do I have to I presume I have to reload this.
If
to
you
get them.
refresh it, it might be there.
Yeah.
But under extras, I put in a familiar raven.
Thank you very much for the
there.
whole second that I get him before he gets shot out of the air.
Well, yeah. I mean, it might depend on what I roll now. But he has 1d4 minus 1 hit point. So
Yeah.
Bertram just vanishes in the air as he gets
Bye, Bertram.
shot by a needle,
Nevermore.
and you lose vision of where he is.
Where did that needle come from, then? Because we were watching the bird, I assume. Did we see something fly out of a certain direction?
With the perception check that just prior to Bertram being hit, he was like listening around, and he looked down over this side of the bridge, and there was no creature that he saw, but the needle like whacked him straight in the front of the face. So you would assume that he was something probably in this direction ish.
Did he see anything in here while he was there?
Nope, he saw nothing. He just
Fucking Bertram.
I'll say the bastard shot Bertram. Let's get them.
Yeah.
Fuckers!
For Bertram, and I'll run. No.
So much.
Yeah. I'm all on board. As soon as the bird gets hit, I'm all about animals. So that infuriates me.
Man of the
Are you
clouds.
running? Are you running forward?
Well, I shall stroll forwards, purposefully.
Okay, you all stroll forward. Okay, everyone roll initiative.
Here we go.
So if I can do this
Oh,
right this time. So
Yeah, you've got
on
to
it.
click. Yeah, where's we got to click first?
Oh, yeah.
Click on your character icon first,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got that done.
and then
And
you
then
roll,
roll
and then you
initiative.
roll, and you should show up in the order.
Hooray.
Ah, shit! I didn't do that again. Woodsy, you got to say that before we roll.
Oh, what? Why is... Oh, fuck off.
Yours worked, but Cirrus, I need to add to the list. 1 second.
Did it go through?
I mean, I saw it. It was a natural 20.
Brilliant.
I can see it in the turn order list.
It just said something
Yeah,
weird
me
to
too.
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said fuck off. It wasn't.
Again, sorry everyone for the language if we're ever watching this at any point in time.
Yeah, apologies in general.
Apologise.
Because
Those watching this back.
As we're the only ones who are actually watching it, apologise to yourselves, gentlemen.
Yeah. Take a good hard look at yourselves.
Are we not allowed to swear, are you saying?
Yeah, of course you're allowed
Give it a
to.
year when we've got 1 million subs.
Of course you're allowed to
We
swear.
had to make. I was saying yesterday because I was like, "Oh, I wish we'd recorded this." She was like, "Oh, well, you should have let me when I said record D&D, and you were dead against it." I was like, "What?" And it just shows how used to like playing online.
Yeah.
I must have got because she wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? She wouldn't have said it, making it up. But like when I said you were dead against it, I must have been like, "No, what are you doing? You can't fucking record it. It's like privacy and stuff like that." I must have.
It's
proper,
like you stealing my soul.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I must have been a knobhead about it. In the sort of like really like cool way that I am.
Obviously. Yeah.
But it's like fair enough. Just amazing how you just get in the groove of things.
Can we put up a warning saying
I
it
can?
Go ahead, Rich. carry on.
Be defensive about things, but
How times change.
only unpleasant people. But
Sorry, I'm just fixing up the turn orders going on here.
Can we put a disclaimer saying it's strong language and scenes of a sexual nature in the YouTube
Yeah,
video?
parental discretion is advised.
Let's face it, there was the option to make it not suitable for children, and I just decided based on my own language that was the direction to go with anyway. So
A little introduction where we say this video contains 3 fucks and 1 cunt, but fortunately only appear in the introduction. So you're all right from now on in.
Hey, what would happen if I just went onto Pornhub and then shared my screen?
Onto where? Sorry, onto what?
it would cause me a lot of time trying to
Get a new job.
Well, no, editing that section out of the video.
Sounds like a chess website to me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway, 1 second.
jewelry, hard time.
So 1 second. I am just trying to fix up something. Righty then.
Oh, not more of them bastards. You got the hard.
Well, we'll be wiped. Their entire race will be gone by the end of this session, so
Yeah.
shouldn't have to worry about them after this.
You're more sinister, Greg, in your special glasses.
Yeah,
my-
exactly.
my- my
He's
easy
like-
readers.
He's looking over his glasses.
By the end of the hour, they will all be dead, my
They will all be dead.
Very clinical.
I love them.
approach
I
to
just don't know why.
genocide.
I need this as an affectation. I don't know why I've never
Yeah,
had it before.
All
The
right.
thing
do
is,
so
there is
much
something
with them.
serious about classes when you do this.
Exactly.
Can.
You know?
But if
Sorry?
you got into the really?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So when I start kind of I want to start gesticulating with them
Yeah,
now.
put it in your mouth and go,
Yeah.
Next thing you need is a chain, mate, so you can pick them off.
Oh
your
yeah,
tattoo.
yeah. That's what I need. Yeah.
So
Well,
really,
it's like when
All
when
right.
there's like a political interview and someone's got glasses around the neck, and then like, yes, but you said. Then you get a fucking buzz there, man.
Just have them like that.
All right.
yeah, exactly.
As you step forward towards the ornate little mini bridge, you step forward as you walk up, and Cirrus, you're at the back of the group, and it's your turn to go. You have seen Bertram be shot out of the sky by something somewhere out there.
Well, I got as close as I don't know that I can share a space. Like end me turn on the same space.
You can't
with someone.
end on the same space as someone
No.
else, no,
Okay.
but you can push through people if you want to.
it is
I
rude.
haven't got the movement to do that, so I'll stay there.
Okay, you move up and stay there. Anything else you wish to do?
No, have I got an extra turn with that 20?
You were so alert, and everyone else had the ability to move up prior to that go. So yeah, I'll say yeah. I'm going to give you that. You could have moved up prior to the initiative roll. I'll let you take a second turn.
But just sometimes I know that's just.
I'll give you that. That sounds like a good homebrew rule. Let's do that. So we'll start at the top again. What do you want to do, Cirrus?
Let's see what's going on from here.
Okay, Cirrus steps out
Straight into the
and
fray.
looks around the corner. You take as you move
20
around
points of damage.
Well,
Yeah.
as you move
After
around,
preaching caution,
as
Thanks
you
for the
move
needles.
around the
This
corner,
way.
whoa, you basically can see a bunch of creatures in this area down here, or you
fuck.
see 3 of the bigger ones and 2 of the other plant-like ones, the 3 of the spore ones, and then 2 of the plant-like ones. As you turn the corner, the plant-like ones fire out their held actions that they had prepared as something came around the corner. Knowing that things previously went that way, they held their action to do that. So one of them takes a first attack. That is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, he's got new dice.
No.
For 8 points of damage.
That does 5. What kind of damage is it?
Piercing.
Yeah. 5.
And then the other one from the other side fires with a 9. So basically from the right hand side here, you get smacked in the side of the neck with a needle from one of these creatures. The other one that had just fired off at Bertram sort of was a little bit off getting his extra needle back and fires, and it ricochets off your plate and flies up into the sky. That was their 2 held actions, but it's still the rest of your turn.
Can I see anything behind me?
Up in this direction?
Yeah.
That's a lot of looking around. Do just a quick perception check for me. Oh, nice roll. No, you don't see anything up there.
They're fucking everywhere, guys.
They're in the fucking walls, man.
They're coming out of the god. Check the ceiling.
But
Yeah,
That's my advice.
your quicker look around the corner was enough to see that there is definitely nothing up that corridor, and not wasted your turn trying to look. Okay. So then you move up.
Let's smash this fella.
All right, make an attack.
Oops. Attack is generally what's done first there, isn't it?
Always better to do that before working out your damage, but very good. 10 points of damage as you turn the corner and whack into this creature that was hiding around the corner with 10 points.
Shit.
Okay,
Cool. Well, that's my turn.
that's your turn. Constantine, you see a needle fly out the corner, hitting the Cirrus. He turns around the corner, and you just hear this.
That's a good impression, to be fair.
Somebody put Pornhub on.
And that,
What have you been watching on it, mate?
Yeah.
None of my vids
your
have made
turn.
that far. Ex-hamster
Okay.
at best.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna come down here. There's about 20 foot. I'm gonna try and use my blink dagger.
Okay, hopefully through your short rest you had a bit of a chat with Toe about
Please.
how to use this.
How to say it again?
So roll a d20.
Come on, D20. Come here. Come on. Remember it.
Oh, you definitely remember how the statement was. It's almost a second nature to you as everyone else
Let's not be
sees
hasty.
Constantine run up, and then all of a sudden, boom, he just vanishes in space as he uses the blink spell effectively. He vanishes into the ethereal plane that none of you can see. And on your next turn, you will be able to pop up somewhere else.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome.
yeah.
I'm going to pop
Hopefully
up.
not in the rock face.
I'm gonna pop out over here. I'm gonna fucking leg it.
And the way I'm dealing with this, because generally the blink spell itself just says you will vanish, so no one can attack you, and then you'll pop up in another space 10 feet away, and then be able to continue your movement and everything. And then at the end of the turn, you'll roll that same thing and see if you blink again. Yeah, that's the way it works. But I'll allow you to move in invisible and then pop back up. That's how I'm going to run it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you've blinked out. You moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there, so you probably can move 5 feet in your blinked. I'll allow you to move 5 feet in your blinked.
I'll be like, ooh, no one can see me. I'm a ghost.
So no one sees this happening.
Where'd he go? David's?
As David Constantine's decides he doesn't want to be part of this battle anymore and just ups and leaves.
He's bloody scarpered, isn't he?
There will be something here for someone who is... There you go. You've got the little ninja sign on you on the screen.
Nice.
You are now invisible. All right. So this guy here who just got hit by Constantine gets whacked. You can tell by looking at this creature, compared to the previous times you've fought them, they're a little bit taken off guard by the fact that you've actually come at them. And
you're going to say they were bigger or something?
No. These ones are still the same size. Sorry, when I say these ones, I mean they are the same size as. Okay, he takes an attack. That is a natural 20.
What a cock!
As he takes an attack.
Have you noticed something else about him then, mate?
Not at all, but
the last thing you say before you die.
He's got 3 legs. No, that's just his pop.
Rolled pretty poorly though. That is only 7 points of damage.
Okay, well that'll be 4 points. That does 4 points. Also, he has to make a dex save against. What's he making it against here?
Yeah, tell me. What are you taking half damage from?
Sorry, I'm just
from your Tempest.
Yeah, I'm just looking at what my spell save is. Sorry, cousin. This is me being stupid. Against 14, and if he fails, it's 28. We'll say lightning damage. No, we'll say thunder damage because we're furious, and half damage if he succeeds.
Okay. He rolled an 11, which I believe his dex is only a +1, so he got a 12. So what damage does he take?
Let's roll that. Actually, we'll use Channel Divinity there, and he can take max. He can take 16.
All right. So he pops out and does 16 damage to him. As he takes 2 hits from you, swipes out, hits a little bit, but doesn't do as much damage as what he was expecting to do, and then swipes. And then with his second hit, he went wide as well. So he gets this Channel Divinity against him. He feels like he actually did more damage to himself than he did to you, and that is his turn.
What does Channel Divinity do? Can you just pop that in the chat so I can have a look? So that sounds really cool.
I can for you. There you go.
What are you, Cirrus? What are you? What kind of cleric are you?
Tempest.
Tempest.
Yeah, it can always turn undead with it, but different clerics, schools, probably not the right term, have got like different things you can do with it.
So you
I
marked.
think it's exactly the right term, mate.
So you marked off one of your Wrath of the Storm for that damage back, correct? Yep. Good.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Right, I'm going to move myself down here, and then I'm going to do my fire breath.
Oh, okay, go for it.
So that's a cone of 15, so that should hit all 3.
That will hit all 3 without having an effect on Cirrus, so they have to make
So
a dex save.
Exactly, so that should be all 3.
So the first one will, I believe, fail. What's the save on that dex? Second
12.
rolls a natural 1. The first one rolled an 11. And the third one rolls an 18. So these two here fail. The third one here will make a save.
Right, so it's on 2d6.5. It's on the save.
Yep. Ooh, so 10 points of damage to the others and 5 points of damage to this guy. So
Not bad.
Good, man.
all right, that is
Nice.
your turn as you move up to there. Do you want to move any further or
No, I'm going to stay there.
just stay where you are?
No. Actually, they're going to come up. Who's next coming up?
Cleric school.
Be Emmanuel.
I'll move it there.
Is it me
Okay.
next?
Next is this creature that you just hit with the fire. He will step up to you, getting angry at you, and take 2 attacks at you. The first is a natural 1. He steps up to take an attack, and actually, as he swipes across, he actually whacks his hand on the rock next to you, and you can see one of his nails comes flying out and actually starts to bleed on him with this sort of pussy green spore as these lights around the side give a big flare off the wall, and he actually does 7 points of damage to himself with maximum
Like
damage
stubbing
to
your toe
himself.
is a critical hit on
Oh, I
yourself.
bet that hurt, mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
done that before. Ooh.
yeah.
We need vicious mockery right now.
Stubbed his
Yeah.
toe. He then swipes out with his other hand at you, and this one will hit, I believe, with a 22. That should definitely hit you, so that will do... actually, he swipes with the first one. The amount of power he was putting was amazing. He does 9 points of damage against you as he swipes the first one, stubs his finger, and then rips the other one around and snaps
Channels the
into you.
anger.
Yeah, fuck.
That sort of swearing as he does it in plant that you can't really understand, but you've probably learnt now the plant word for fuck.
It's probably just fuck, though, innit?
Yeah.
Just
I think that's
It's always the first word you should learn in a language.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
fuck, I think
It's always the
it
question.
comes in very handy.
Always
Yeah.
the question that if a person with Tourette's was put in a bubble for their whole life and never would they swear? That is the question. Anyway, okay, that's his turn. Then you hear from behind you 5, 10, 15, 20. Another creature creeping up along the wall as he runs around, and you have a little bit of cover, so I'll give you half cover on it, which would be +2 to your DC, to your AC. But the first one goes wide as he tries to hit you. The second attack also. So he walks around and he sees his friends and he just swipes around the corner, but bumps his hand into the wall, not doing as much damage as the other guy. He then sort of just looks back behind him for where he came and just screeches out in this southern direction. A screech that you've all heard before, but not the word fuck. It's the one that you heard earlier. Okay. Emmanuel, your turn.
Right. Okay. So the spore firing plant creatures. So this one here, he says, can I do the ping thing on it? No.
Just hold down on the map where you want to do it, and it should ping.
That one.
Yep, that one.
These are fairly combustible. So if I move here, and I can then get line of sight on him.
Yeah, probably 5 feet around a little bit more, and then you get line of sight on him.
Do you know what? Just for you.
Probably.
There you go.
Yep.
And then I will do firebolts.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Go for it. Fire off a firebolt at him. That will, I believe, hit.
Yay! Just by the skin of my chinny chin chin.
Yep, that hits.
Don't sound so excited, Ross. You know.
Oh,
Oh,
Boom.
boom! Have some of that.
Yeah.
max damage. Oh, that's another good name for a band.
Yeah, definitely.
And whacks into him.
Max damage.
He looks pretty bloodied. There are splinters that have come off everywhere with that fire. The hair is still, or the root-like branches at the top. Root-like branches, that's right. Are burning.
Mixing your plant anatomy there quite nastily.
He's doing a handstand at this point in time.
He literally doesn't know his ass from his elbow, but yeah, that's fine.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, there is a band called Max Damage. It's German with MAKSS.
Oh,
damage.
wow, there you go. There you go.
Max Damage.
Should go and see that.
That's a shout out to Max Damage. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anything with SS in the title of a German band has got to be dodgy.
Political song
Fair.
text.
Yeah.
How's that stylized?
All right.
Yeah.
We apologise. This video will not be on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
They contain scenes of a fascist nature.
We're talking about genocide
Emmanuel, would you
there
like?
as well, and
Would you like
talking
to
about
move
Greg looking
around?
very clinical.
Would
About,
you
anyway.
Would you like to do any more movement?
Would I know? I've done enough movement for today. Thank you.
Okay. No, not Toad. Keith. Apologise.
I
Mistaken
draw
gnomes.
I draw my rapier,
Yep.
and I want to charge up here, screaming for Bertram,
Good man. Good
Very
man.
nice.
and attack
Runs
that
up.
one.
For Bertram. Go for it. Roll an attack.
No,
Yeah.
it's not for
You
Not so much
run
for
up,
Bertram.
And it's one of those moments in time that you're sort of running up and you yell out for Bertram with your rapier already drawn, but then realize that you are a short gnome and it does take a little bit more effort to climb up onto that bridge than you originally thought it would. And you sort of clamber up and then try to stab out and miss.
So I'll try and kneecap him,
Okay.
the other side. Then that does even less.
Yeah, actually,
Because they're even more tired. Ugh.
roll the damage on that dagger for me.
Those were the damages, weren't they? Was that the?
No, they
No,
were
that's the-
their
that's
attempts.
Oh, they were the roll. They were the
Yeah.
hit rolls.
Yeah.
And is that though? Do I have to take the 2 off that because it's the offhand
You
weapon?
do actually. You would have to take the 2 off that. As you run up and try to jump up onto that bridge, you actually whacked your knee on that bridge as you got up there, and managed to miss him with your dagger and your rapier, but managed to do a lot of damage to your knee with 4 points of knee damage.
It's
as you
such a
get up
small,
there.
delicate knee.
I can imagine you coming off the bridge and there's actually the dagger sticking out your chest. You know,
All right, Toe, it is
Alan
your
Partridge
turn.
standing on a spike, kind of, you know.
Come on then, little gnome fella.
Is this
kill them,
Show us
Toad,
what you
kill
can
them
do.
all.
Sorry,
this
Toe.
guy here up on the bridge, or is he down underneath the bridge?
He's down, but he's tall enough that you can get full access to him.
So I can run under the bridge and get to him.
You are short enough to run under the bridge to get to him. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna even run on my tippy toes and still not.
Yep.
Have
You. Yep.
Then get to him here, and I'm gonna shillelagh this motherfucker.
Okay. Go for it.
That work?
12 will miss.
Another fucking slut. All right, I want to call this guy a slut to his face, and then just look angry at him.
Okay, and he looks around trying to find where it came from, and at the very last minute looks down as these 2 gnomes are trying to take swipes at him. Okay, this guy here that's on fire, seeing where the firebolt came from, will do a ping out at Emmanuel with his needle and will hit with a 20 to hit, not a natural 20, a dirty one. That will do 7 points of damage to Emmanuel as he fires off in this direction and again looks back behind. He will actually take a few steps back away from where he was. You can at least, those in the line can see that he walked away to about, to about there on the map. Okay, that's his turn. Then this guy who cruelly shot down Bertram sees Toe running around, and this is the guy who was involved in the fight earlier and got away from where he was, and seeing that he had previously actually hit Toe when he was in his bear form, will fire out. That's a 14 to hit.
Oh, that is a miss.
That is a miss as he fires out his needle, and then again screeching and squealing will step back away. What is your... Do you have night vision or dark vision, Toe?
I'm a gnome, so yes, I think so.
Okay.
Right, Keith, is that true?
Let me just double check. I don't think that's right.
Your hero forge picture's ripped as fuck, Mark, by the way.
What was that?
Your hero forge picture, he's just ripped as fuck, man. Buff as. I'm not saying you're not, mate, but fuck.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, we do.
You do. Alright, so you see him step behind out your 60 feet, but that's where he gets to. Alright. Good. That is his go as he gets to there, but they are shooting and stepping back. You hear at the top of your turn...
Woodsy, can I quickly ask, is he running away in a scared holy fuck way, or is he like...
he screamed behind, just screaming out loud as he steps back. Not necessarily scared, but more like... I'll make a perception check if you want to. It looks like he's stepping back with the whole idea of protecting something.
So it's more of a retreat than a runaway.
It's not a running away, it's more like a step back with the whole looking behind him, looking forward, a bit nervous about this group that are coming forward. At the start of your turn, Cirrus and everyone, you hear boom, 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 4 big sounds that are all, again, this for the first time, coming for the second time in a row, coming in the direction of the cave from a while off. Cirrus,
What clock is it?
your turn.
Well, I'm going to try and smash this fella again, really.
Go for it. 15 will hit.
Smack. Nice.
That is 11 points of damage against this creature.
Just with one hand, man.
He is not looking great, this creature, at this
One
point
hand works more than the two hand.
Yeah.
in time.
Forgive me doing this. That's right, sounds. I know this isn't the role, but yeah, sounds. Just because I knew there was a way to do it, so it only shows one.
What was that?
I was only doing that just to. I might have ended up rolling like 3 more. I just knew there was a way, so it'd only show one.
Okay, good.
Don't take that as a damage roll, of course. Awesome sound.
You smack into him and do a bit of damage. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Piece of
Constantine,
shit.
you are invisible. You are invisible.
I've been wandering around my ethereal plane,
Yep.
observing all of this.
Yep.
So which of these two looks like they're on the ropes?
The one standing in front of Cirrus has been battered pillar to post, been burnt. Yeah, he's looking pretty nasty at this moment in time.
I'll go for the other one then, because I don't want to kill Steel.
You'll steal all you want, mate. Don't worry.
Well, he's got his next round, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point. So
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll ethereal plane here,
Yep.
pop up.
Okay, so you pop out of the ethereal plane right behind him. You do get advantage on your attack as you pop out from the ethereal plane.
So
Pop out. And so
Oh.
take advantage on your attack.
Nice.
Make a second attack roll. Because you have advantage.
oh yeah, sorry. That's
Come on.
that's
Backstab. Oh.
That hits.
That hits.
That hits. So do your damage plus your sneak attack. You whack into this creature as popping out of the middle of nowhere. He had 15 hit points left. You pop out.
done.
Seriously,
My man.
you feel the wind blow through your hairs, and it brings back memories of the clouds that you look at as it actually is Constantine who actually flies past you, pops out, and poof, stabs into this creature as he falls dead to the ground.
Yeah, beauty.
Now roll another d20
So it's
for
going to
me.
wicked, man.
Roll another d20 for me, Constantine. As you boop, blink out.
Wow, was that?
Before I do it, I'm just gonna wink at Cirrus.
Winks at Cirrus and then
just
pops back out
Cirrus
again.
winks back with uncharacteristic. Look, you could almost think he was smiling with a bit
There you
of
go.
cheek on
or
his
was
face.
it just wind?
That is your turn, as now that guy is dead.
So is that the blink spell just like activated? While that's
Yeah, I'm doing it's a lot of
nice.
the blink. It's a blink dagger. He activated it first. Now he will blink in and out, but he has no control over it. Or maybe he does now.
Yeah, I'll probably forget it in a minute. It's fine.
Hey, that's pretty slick, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna rapier him.
Go for it.
I'm gonna give him
You know
a
what?
rapier in.
That misses the
Yeah, I
first
thought it would.
attack.
Done. Dagger.
Oh, that one definitely hits with the dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, nice damage as well, except because it's the offhand, you don't get that +6. Why do you have +6?
Yeah, 1d4 plus 6.
Yeah.
Come on to look at that.
How do you have +6 on that anyway? You don't get your proficiency bonus on your... Do you have 2 weapon fighting as your thing? Okay,
Yeah, you get
that's why you get the
They're
proficiency.
both the same,
is-
if that's the case.
Yeah, so everyone gets a second weapon fighting, but they wouldn't get proficient, but the fighter gets the proficiency. So 10 points of damage against
if
that
you've got
guy.
Yeah.
Down to
Dual classing.
9 points of damage. 10 points of damage. Okay, that's your 2 swipes, as it is then the creature in front of you's turn. He's basically seen his counterpart drop dead from something, never saw what it was. He's freaked out a little bit. He gets stabbed with a dagger, so he will, with his bloodied claw, take a swipe out at you first. That will miss, and his other one also misses. So he takes 2 swipes at you, and he's freaked out a little bit, and he will step away from you.
Oh,
5,
give me a. I'm
10,
gonna smack
15,
him.
20 to there.
Attack
You can
of-
take a attack of opportunity if you wish.
Fuck yeah.
That hits, so roll damage. 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And Constantine, you would be able to take an attack of opportunity, but you would no longer be blinked. You would come out of your blink and deactivate your blink.
Your eyes would be wide open.
I'll stay because I think,
Okay, so
I
stay
think
where
Red
you
can
are.
handle this one.
Can I just check a rule there? Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
When you take the attack of opportunity,
Yep.
where is the opponents? Are they in the square that they were in, or the square that they will be in?
They were.
So if he moves to there, and the attack happens as he's moving out of where he's going to. If you have a feat like Sentinel, which stops them, then if you hit them, they stay where they were.
Okay.
So
in that
technically,
case,
the hit is happening in the square that they're in.
So in that case, Constantine would have a sneak attack if he hits him.
That's what I said. So Constantine would have a sneak attack, but he will come out of his blink if he wanted to. So, actually, no. So he's technically not out. Sorry, I see what you mean. No, he's technically still in Constantine's there, but then he moved another one, and so moving
it's
out.
Just
of space.
it's just with regards to sneak attack.
No. So it's when they try to move out of your space that then you get the sneak attack. But he chose not to, so he goes there and to there. And again, gives a whale out a Moby Dick. And that is it. Okay, that's not a whale sound. All right.
I did a falcon sound.
This creature here, he's now surrounded by people. He wasn't expecting that. He will take a hit at... He will take a hit at toe with... he'll take a hit at toe and he'll take a hit at Keith. One hit at toe. That'll miss. 2 4s. He misses with both of them as he swings out at both of you. And we'll move to there. Garabid doesn't get a second attack, so he'll move there. 1. He will allow Keith to take an attack of opportunity if he wants.
He wants.
Makes you think of sort of dodging on Blood Bolt to try and
that hits.
Score a touchdown.
Nice.
5, 10. He'll move to there. So Toe, you can take an attack of opportunity if you wish to.
Yeah, of course. I don't know why you even asked that question. It's always going to be yes. Then I will play.
Wonder what's down here.
Should I take the I'll always use it and use that in future just to... No. Yeah, good. Okay, and he moves to there. That's his turn. Manuel, your turn. 12 misses, yeah.
No, 20. The 12 was an accidental one.
Oh, yes, you do hit him. Sorry, 20 does hit. Sorry, I saw the 12. I didn't see the 20. Roll for your damage. There is sometimes a lag, so if you know you've pressed it, just hold off for a bit and it will pop up eventually. Or roll it again and I'll take one of them.
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, you don't know what you're doing, but that's fine. 43. We might have to have a session on just working out how the tools work. Okay, Emmanuel, your go. You are muted if you are talking.
Yeah, can't hear there.
Still muted.
Yeah, it's on the cable, isn't it?
It's too far away, Manny.
Yeah, I leant on my cable, you see. Rookie mistake.
Bertrand passed away and you were like, oh, he's never spoken again.
Yeah, he just got mute.
That's very unlikely to happen with this character, I think. Right, okay, so I will move myself here to get line of sight on this fella. And we will do the straightforward fire bolts.
On this guy, did you mean?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, okay, go for it. That will hit.
It will hit. Right, now watch me roll a 1.
Natural 20 coming up.
3 points of damage.
3 points. Winged him.
Okay, as he's sort of stepped away from Toe and Keith, he's walking away and gets a little bit of a firelighter burn on his side as he's trying to back away from everyone.
More of an abusive fire damage than actual real fire damage.
Exactly.
I think that when you touch a pan that you don't expect to be hot,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's horrible.
It is. And weeks afterwards, you're like, shouldn't have touched that.
Yeah,
pan,
exactly.
should I?"
Isn't that?
I know. It's nasty. Let's hope if he has to do some cooking, he remembers who I am.
Yeah.
Right, that's me done. Over to whoever's next.
Right at this moment in time, I do not believe cooking is highest on his list of priorities, but that's okay. Keith, you've jumped up and bumped your knee, but you're up. What would you like to do?
Let's see how far. So I can move 25.
Yep.
For my speed, so I will continue to chase him and be like, "Oi, come back here!" And get away from me, and I shall run him through with my rapier.
Okay, make
So
an
jump
attack.
off,
That's
build
big
some
talk.
momentum
Big
up.
talk, Keith.
Oh, and
For a
you
little
do
man.
hit him with your rapier for the second time in a row after your reaction before. Make your damage roll. 5 points of damage. He sort of looks at you with a little bit of a quizzical look in his eyes as this small creature he's never seen before in his life makes an attack.
And he will. That quizzical expression will
Ooh.
turn to a look of sorrow.
He's now like, oh my god, this little
2 more pieces of damage.
little creature is doing some damage as he is starting to seep out some ooze and spore-like pustules coming from his chest as you hit him with the rapier and then the dagger. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Toe, what would you like to do?
Kill him, Toe. Kill him.
Do it for the small people. I'm going to run up and instead of hitting.
You run up and take an attack. 15 hits, 8 points of damage.
How's he looking?
He is looking the spore version of bloodied at this point in time.
Spory.
Outstanding.
Sappy.
Sappy.
Is that your turn?
Down this way.
What was that? Oh, you get to there. You have 60 feet of vision. I actually have purchased now the thing that would allow for this dark vision, the thing.
Oh, nice.
You basically, in a line of where you're standing. 1 second. Let me just do this. I will set it up. I won't set it up on this map because this map's not designed for it. But from where you're standing, you...
That's not me, man. Not all gnomes are the same, you racist.
Bloody typical,
I took it from where you were standing. Jeez. All right. That's what you can see.
I mean, pot cattle while we're mid-genocide, I suppose, but...
That's what you can see as you go from there. Is that your turn?
Alright, yep, I'm done.
Okay. So, this creature that stepped back and away will take 1 step in and take a shot at Garavid. And miss. And I've rolled 4 4s in a row, so I might have to actually get new dice.
Get new dice. Yeah.
5.
Don't.
Get some nice jammy dice, honestly. They feel so nice.
Alright.
Beautiful.
He steps away. That's his turn. This guy here steps forward and takes a shot at Toe. That will hit with a 19. Doing 5 points of damage to Toe, who's run away so that he doesn't take damage, apparently.
The good way. Consider it a dodge. Move on.
And he will move back out of the way. Okay. That is his turn. I'll just remind Toe that he takes 5 points of damage in a moment. Cirrus, make a perception check for me.
Have a look-see.
And Emmanuel, you can make one as well.
Ooh, lovely. Perception check.
Very
Nice.
perceptive.
You
Just as well.
Emmanuel, you're a little bit closer to the bridge and to this area. You hear another 4 boom, 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 boom.
So are these coming from this way or this way? He says.
He says that with not showing anything. This way or this way? Which?
All right, it's showing up on my screen whether it's coming from this
It's all right,
direction.
You can hear it sort of coming from directly from where you are, somewhere in,
Right, okay.
in that direction
Right.
somewhere.
Okay. I will keep my eyes peeled in that direction.
Okay. All right, Cirrus. You're up.
Right.
The creature falls to the ground after a wink from Constantine.
How magnificent.
Hello.
Time for you to face the metal hammer of justice.
All right. Clang, 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 clang. He runs forward and smacks into this creature with his warhammer.
Excellent.
Doing how much damage?
All the damage. Come on.
Oh, thought that should have come up.
Ooh, not a lot of damage. As you run up and you're too busy excited about what you've just said. Getting deeper into the tunnel away from the clouds, you hit, but not by much. This creature still is looking quite spory at this
Too
point in
flamboyant,
time.
fellas. Sorry. I got too decadent. You know.
That'll be a lesson to you.
That'll learn you, boy.
Yeah. Don't overcomplicate matters.
All right.
Let your hammer do the talking.
Constantine
always.
runs across.
Dip through the ethereal plane again and go for the same MO.
Okay, pop back out. Make
Pop
an attack
back out.
with advantage.
And
That will make an advantage attack just in case you get a natural 20. If you hold down the shift.
Like that.
Yeah.
What, you mean like that one?
Yeah, like that. That's, as an example.
Wow.
That's the thing. Just remember that if you hold the shift button down, you can get advantage on an attack, and if you hold the control button down, you would get the disadvantage on attack.
oh, okay.
If,
Yeah, it
if
comes
you
up
manage-
minus or plus.
Little
Okay.
keyboard shortcut for
Anyway,
that.
do your damage. That's
Come on.
A fuckload of dice.
all right. So pops out.
5 plus crit.
Unfortunately,
3.
doesn't do highest damage rolls, but you get 8 plus. 8 plus 11.
19.
Really? 8 plus
8 plus
11.
11. Yeah, 19.
Looks badass with it saying crit there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, 8 plus. That doesn't seem right, but anyway. 2. Sorry, let me just check something. Your sneak attack damage should just be. Is it 2d6 plus something? Like 1d6 plus something? Let me just quickly check.
It's just D6s.
It's just d6s, I
The
thought.
sneak,
So why
yeah,
is it.
on stuff of
2d6, yeah.
Yeah, let me just quickly check something. So it should just be straight 2d6. So you did 1 plus 4 is 5. Then you have your second dice is 3. So that's 8.
It's got a 3 and
then
a 2 and a 2 and a 4.
And you've then got a 2 and a 4 on the dice. So
And then the D4s for the crits, I assume.
you
No,
double
no.
the sneak attack dice as well though.
Yeah, so he doubles the sneak attack dice, but he has 2d6 times 2. Sorry, yes. There, now I've just worked out. He's not 1d6 on his sneak attack. He's 2d6 because he's up to level 3. So,
Yeah.
19 points of damage.
Hooch. And he's
As he
dead.
comes out, no, this creature gets taken with one dagger as he pops out, but he's
Oh.
still up.
But we bring out
Okay.
dagger 2
Oh,
And
behind my back.
Hits with dagger 2. Make your damage on that one. Only 7 points of damage, but that is enough for this creature
Yeah, I was
to
gonna say, like,
pop
what
out.
the
So
fuck?
just roll your d20 again. Yep. Book.
brilliant.
Pops back out again. And
I blow Cirrus a little kiss this time.
wow. So basically, Constantine
Just flirting.
pops up. gives
I'm
a
loving
wink,
this. Yeah.
Pops back out again. Pops back up. Dap dap. And then mwah, and then straight back down again
Bosh.
as he vanishes. Okay. Garavid.
I'm gonna, seeing that happen, I'm gonna go over there and join the others
Okay. Go for it.
and attack him. And with my rapier,
That will be a hit.
goody goody.
13 points of damage. This creature's looking not great at this point in time.
Alright, we'll do a dagger, follow that. No, didn't work. No, it did work.
13 is just what you need to hit this creature. 9 points of damage. This creature looks like he is holding on to life only just as you swipe out at him. This guy is dead and this creature is standing there. You three that are standing in front of him see that he is just torn. He's got rapier wounds in him. He's like fully just bloodied
Rapiered.
and spores going
Right.
everywhere out of him, sort of thing. And he will look behind him and give a scream out that you will probably have nightmares about as he turns his head away from you to scream out with this like puts his own claws to
I'm a
his
human
put his
being.
own claws to his throat and takes his own life in front
Wow.
of you. Can all of you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Just throw up on him. Oh, it's disgusting. Constitution. Where the fuck is that?
Oh, bloody hell.
Not Emmanuel, no, sorry, just the three that are standing directly in
Okay.
front of him.
Thank
Even-
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. Again, what you're saying about the landmarks. Like,
Oh, you're right. Okay, so all of you take 3 points of damage as he takes his own life. This sort of cloud coming from his throat as he opens up goes in front of your faces. You all take, what did I say? 3
3, yeah.
Three.
points of
Three.
damage. You take 3
One.
points of damage as that comes out at you.
Are we all infected now?
No idea.
Alright, boys, clock's ticking.
We should kill you just to be
Kill
sure.
them all!
You all saw, or at least 2 of you saw previously. It's not the same sort of pop out of the chest from or the same spore-like thing as earlier. So you probably just see it as being a little bit of an acidy sort of damage that comes out at you as he passes away.
Can I ask, seeing as I was the last person to hit him, would that be considered that
No,
suicide because
No.
I
No.
made him?
no, that's not how that
Damn it.
works. Okay.
That's an ask, innit?
Emmanuel, over
Well,
to you.
I will shout out. I think there's something coming up this tunnel and point in the direction of where I heard the noises coming up.
Okay.
And I will jog over here to be next to these people.
Okay.
So I'm not on my own.
Oh,
Ah,
oh,
Keith.
hello.
Hello.
so you're missing Bertrand, aren't you? So...
Group hug, everybody.
We're not at a rave.
More's the pity.
Emmanuel runs over and gives him a group hug and gets the acid on him, but it's now inert.
That's what I would want at a rave, is to come up and get some acid on me. But there you go. Or maybe not, actually. But there we go.
Once again, YouTube, I apologize.
All right. Microdots under the eyes, kids. It's the best way.
I tick that not for kids thing.
I don't know
Any
what that
kids are
means.
watching it, doesn't matter. Okay, Keith.
I feel like a kid because I don't know what that means.
You get little papers soaked with acid, tiny little bits, put them under your eyelids. Very good absorption.
All right.
So,
Okay.
Apparently.
All right.
If my employers are watching, I watch that on YouTube.
I missed the cooler stage of drugs. Do you know what I mean?
God.
Just fucking Charlie and pills. When I went to... Anyway,
Anyway, Keith, let's stay in the game, boys. Let's stay in the game. In character.
here are my friends, Charles and
In character. Come on,
Bill,
let's get back.
yeah.
Everyone's dead then, aren't they, Mark? That we can see.
Everyone, you can see. You have 60 feet of dark vision, from my understanding.
How about down here? Can Cirrus, not
So
Cirrus, yeah,
I can
Cirrus
kind
or
of see to
Constantine
about
see
there.
him?
So you
That
would
edge.
right at the bottom
Right
of
here.
your vision, you can see the edge of something. Or the guy down here. That
The one down here.
The guy down here. He's about exactly 60 feet away.
Okay, so I'll move up my 25,
Okay.
but not get in the way, and have a look down here.
Okay. So, as you look down here from your vision, 1 second. Oh, that's not working. Why is it not working? 1 second. As you're looking down in this direction, you see, which no one else can see at the moment, but you see
silos.
You see one of the spory creatures here, the creature that has been shooting and stepping away over here, and you see another of the twig-like creatures that have been firing the needles here. You will notice, make a perception check.
Perception. There we go. No, I'm rolling really bad tonight.
From where you are, you can't tell much more. You just see them sitting in the water. They're looking sort of in a southerly direction at this point in time.
So I shout back at the other guys. There's more guys in here. Let's kill them. Leave no witnesses.
All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Toe, just you took 5 points of damage as you were away before. Toe, I don't know whether you wrote those down.
I didn't. All right. Well then, upon hearing my fellow gnome scream to murder, just be like, "Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. We started this genocide. Let's finish it off."
That's the spirit.
It's not genocide until they're all dead.
Okay. As long as it leaves a woman.
All right. So what do you do?
I can only get to here.
Yep.
What do I see from here?
You see the same as what Keith sees, only like say 5 feet further, but you don't see anything clearly. You see it's quite a dark cabin. Here there's not as much of that that sort of light that you had earlier. You would have noticed as you got to about these sections here, and actually even Cirrus as you're looking in, very difficult to see in this area. Everything else has had this sort of bioluminescent material on the wall, this sort of plant life, but there's nothing in this cabin other than a faint blue sort of undulating glow. I don't know whether undulating is a word, but it is now. Undulating would have been the word. And then that's what you see.
All right, then I am just.
You can make out that there is a guy standing here because he's moving around. The others are not moving much.
Yeah, that's enough. That's all I need. I'm gonna bonus action swap to my dagger, and then hurl it at this guy's face.
What was that?
I'm gonna throw a dagger at this guy.
Okay, go for it. Roll for a thrown weapon attack.
Ah, fuck. How good is it?
12 will hit.
Really?
Yeah.
No, what do I just do damage? I can just see where I can press like the attack.
Just click on the little pink
in
bit
the,
where it
click on
says
the red thing in
dagger.
the chat.
in the roll 20 chat,
yeah.
you can just click on the name of the dagger and it will do it there. Or you can set in your Beyond 20 that it auto rolls the damage. When you click on where it says Beyond 20, you can select to auto roll the damage, so it comes straight away, and if it misses, it misses. If it hits, it hits. Okay, 7 points of damage as you throw your dagger at him and hit him where he is standing. He now has a dagger inside him.
All I can do. I might just turn back to Keith and just be like, "Fuck, we doing, man?"
Okay.
Send the gnomes forward
now,
to kill
innit?
them.
Yeah, why are we on the front line?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Bravest.
I didn't sign up for this
Or-
shit, man.
Hey. Cirrus, 20 will hit you, I'm assuming, even with your armor.
Sadly, yes.
Okay. 10 points of damage.
Can you see anything down here?
Cirrus
I can't see anything.
can't see anything. He doesn't have night vision. Only the two gnomes, I believe, have night vision.
Alright. But even when it's like 10 foot in front of me, 20, 30 foot.
It's almost pitch black
Oh, really?
at this moment in time in
okay.
front of you. But you get a direct south from here. You get one of those needles flying towards you, and it does 10 points of damage.
Ow.
And then you hear 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, a scampering noise as whatever it was scampers into the darkness. You will have heard at least that it sort of headed southwards somewhere. There is a very faint blue light in this cavern, but you can't really see much as you look into it. Toe, as the only one standing there and having thrown your dagger, this creature will fire back at you, and that's a 20.
Take mercy, maybe.
What?
You take mercy on me.
He fires back at you, having thrown a dagger at him, and that does a 21 to hit, so that should hit. 11 points of damage.
Whoa. All right.
Okay. And he will... you will see him with the dark vision. You'll see him step back about 10 feet and across over into the corner here and scream out at you. Cirrus.
Well, looking very beaten here, to be fair. So we'll move that way first, see what we can see.
It cast a healing
Okay,
on you.
so I'm giving you sort of
I'm ready.
like a half.
Yeah, you haven't got.
I'm giving you like a half vision without any light.
Oh,
If
'cause
you
of
have a
rest.
torch or something, you would be able to set it up as an action. But at the
Aye,
moment,
that's a question.
I will just give you half vision, so you got a little 15-foot cube around you with just a small little blue light in this area.
In which case, no, I'm just gonna like sprint through here and say, oh, fellas, I need me a potion. Fucking broken here.
He runs
And
away.
that'll just have to be me turn, I think.
Yep.
Dashing to there, obviously.
Yep.
Covered about 40 foot.
That's okay. Constantine, it's pretty black in where it was.
Contact.
Do I get any different vision because I'm in the ethereal plane?
Oh,
Nice thoughts.
roll.
I'd have thought it'd be like a summer's day.
I'd have thought it'd have been like a summer's day,
Very clear
the
summer's day.
ethereal
Very
plane.
clear from the
like
top of the
all
mountain.
around. Yeah.
Like the sound of music clear.
Okay, I'll get you to roll 2 things for me. I'll get you to roll an Arcana check. And I will get you to roll a Perception.
It's like pea soup. Okay.
No, it's the other way. It's you're not used to getting into this plane just yet. You've managed a couple of times to move around quite well, but you've sort of done that with other people being next to creatures. You're now looking into this plane with no sort of point of orientation, and it's bright as hell in this area that you're in at the moment as you're flying in there. So yeah, you can sort of see some shadows and things. But not much more light than sort of maybe a little bit further out with no point of reference.
You really need to give that dagger to someone who knows how to use it, mate.
I've done pretty well with it today.
To be fair.
Okay.
I will, in that case, I will. What can I do? So that's. I'll buzz over to here.
Okay.
Now I will just sneak behind Cirrus.
Okay, and you pop back out
Yeah.
of the plane and roll your 20 again.
Luck's gonna run out now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're popped back out. You have a minute of this, by the way, that you're just going to keep popping in and out. Okay. That's your turn. Garavid, what do you do?
So, what's the distance we can see? 10?
About 15 feet in front of your faces when you get past these sort of spots. At the moment, you can see everyone in bright light.
Okay.
And only some
Past
pot
the-
shots are coming in. You've heard kill them all, so you know at least something's happening in this area. But you all can only really see to where, about 10 feet in front of where Toe is at this moment in time.
There.
Yep.
Uh,
So a little bit past this rock formation, you can see clearly, but otherwise it's quite dark in there.
and I'll ready a what do I call it? Eldritch Blast.
Okay, readying an Eldritch Blast. This guy took his own life. Emmanuel.
So the stuff on the walls that's phosphorescent, yeah? I know we discussed this the other day. Is it in any way mossy?
It's plant-likey, yeah.
Okay, I will grab a handful of that
Okay.
because it would be very useful for my light spell,
Very cool.
which I would like to cast on a stone when I get the opportunity.
Okay, I'll allow you to do that as it's quite a cool little thing that you did, that you grab this moss and you can sort of in one foul swoop do the light spell if you wish to.
Okay, I'll cast it on like because presumably there's like a small rock around. I'll cast it on a small rock.
For flavour, I'll say that the actual moss that you grabbed off actually is attached to a little rocky sort of outcropping, and you
even better.
have that as you get out. So
Even better.
you take
Props for phosphorescence, by the way.
Sorry?
Just for the props for describing it as phosphorescent.
Yeah.
Well, by the way.
Yeah.
the
yeah.
bioluminescent or phosphorescent.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether it's made up of a phosphor particle or a
It's got some luciferase in there or something.
Yeah, it's like How about we all sit down during this battle and have a discussion?
Let's talk about assays and the use of genetic manipulation.
Okay. So.
So I will then, therefore cast light on this rock. Have I got any more?
Do you have the light spell?
Yes, I do.
Active?
Well, it's a cantrip.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm looking at the wrong character. Don't worry about it.
Could you throw this
lights?
thing?
It is. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, nice.
My sweet prince.
It's a good idea 'cause it's dark as shit up here.
Exactly. So as soon as I can, I will lob it forward.
All right. So you cast the light spell, or as you grab this piece of mossy phosphorescence, and cool name for a band, and.
I'll search for it.
I think it might be my porn name, actually.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant name.
20 feet of light, of bright light, and then some dim light further. So that's cool. Cool. Okay.
Because you haven't moved yet. Could you move and throw and make that in the one? No.
So
if not, what I will do is I can cast the spell and move, can't I?
you can cast a spell and move.
So I will move up with my magic lighty stone all the way up to my compadres, because I can move this up here, can't I? So the bringer of light has arrived, gentlemen.
Oh, it's so bright.
Okay.
Do your business.
So Emmanuel steps up with some light. This sheds 25, 10, 15, 20.
20 feet plus 20 feet
15,
of dim light.
20. So effectively all of you now, the ones with the dark vision could already see it. Those others can see about to there at this point in time from where the light source is. Okay, that is your turn. Keith.
So if the little critters couldn't see us before, they can see us now.
Yeah, we've lit up like a Christmas tree.
I've got a candle. You can't use an
fireball.
action to light a candle, can you? Do you know what I mean?
You can. You can use a action to light a candle.
I just mean, like, what is the point? You light a candle, you move 10 foot, it's going to go out in it. What, like?
Yeah.
You can do that.
There are torches that you can purchase at Shed Light.
Go.
Anyway, Keith, your turn.
I'm not going to move from where the position. I think we've got a good strategic position.
Okay.
We're like, go on, fellas. You going first. We'll back you up. And you there at the front with your toxic smell coming off you. You need a shower. And I'll use vicious mockery on that.
And that was it. You need a shower, boy.
Sweat.
You bastard. Did you just call and say I needed a shower?
You yell out at this creature. Nothing happens.
They don't take their personal hygiene seriously.
Nothing happens.
I don't care.
From your previous mockery, you've at least noticed that these creatures, when even failing, when succeeding their save, have sort of looked with a quizzical look of that doesn't make any sense. Nowadays, this creature doesn't do anything at all. No movement, no change at all.
That is my turn.
Okay. Toe, your turn.
All right. I'm going to draw inspiration from the Avengers. In particular, the Hulk. You know how the Hulk sometimes, at the end of the first Avengers movie, I think he reveals that he's angry all the time. He's not just.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to turn around to the guys and go like, I can be a bear twice a day. And then I'm going to turn into a bear.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That time.
It's that bear toe again.
I thought you did you not turn into a bear twice in the last session?
No, there's one.
Just once? Okay.
Yeah, it was here. And then he went storming up there.
Within the space of a day, you've already turned into a bear, but
That's each long rest I get 2. So I think I
Oh,
covered
the
all
other one was before. Yep. Okay, that was the day before, and you got a long rest. Good. Yep. Go for it. Toe bear. Toe turns into a bear. I'm trying to find your bear form.
I still find that funny for some reason.
It's very-
If it's not a naked man, I'll be very disappointed.
oh.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just
This top two.
let's say that you're a bear, and I'll find it in a second.
So once I'm up in his face, does this fungal whatever he is look any different than the other?
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just trying to fix bear on my screen, which somehow managed to shift everything completely away. There you go. You are a bear. Or a bear rug, at least.
That's ominous.
Cool. How big is your bear?
Anathema
Is your
to a
bear
druid.
is your bear medium or large, by the way? You don't know?
Large.
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 Large beast.
Okay, so he walks up and blocks the corridor with his bear form. Okay,
Can't be a large
what was it you wanted?
creature, surely.
I can't move him though. Can you move him a bit more forward?
Wait a sec.
Unless it's like a koala bear or something like that.
You see, that's pretty embarrassing.
You don't want to be a.
Just sleep him to death.
God, wait a second. All right.
That's fine. It's fine.
All right. No. I don't want to embarrass you. The whole
Yeah.
world might be watching at some point in time.
There we go. A live bear.
And you should be able to move your bear around as well.
All right. I want to get to here.
Okay.
But then, does this guy look any different?
Which
the
guy?
The one I'm right in front of.
So, as you come up in your bear form, this creature is actually quite familiar to you, as you can see really large bear claw marks through its chest, where you will remember that prior to your short rest, you had actually already killed this creature earlier, and it is in the ground, but it's not alive. It's just in the puddle and slowly having this blue light slowly reach up its body and its torso, but it doesn't have any life in its face at this point in time.
Ooh.
So it's not alive.
It does not seem to be alive as far as you can tell. Its eyes are closed. It's looking dead, but this blue water is slowly working its way up the body as you're there.
Make sure it stays dead, Toe.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to try and whack it then.
Take a hit.
Proto molecule.
That you are a little bit freaked out by this thing being reanimated in some way, and you swipe wide, almost like poking it to see if it's alive, sort of thing, but doesn't seem to do any damage.
All right. Then I'm going to try and there we go.
This time you take a massive swipe at it, and you claw through the chest region of this creature, and it makes no sound or no movement. It just claws out a chunk out of this creature as the blue slowly keeps creeping up its body. That is your turn.
It's a bit like plant creatures going into a mortuary and just tearing the dead corpses apart, isn't it?
So, Toe, your bear doesn't have does your bear keep the dark vision? I believe it does.
I imagine a bear would have dark vision anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see what's in the rest of the tunnel, but for just shits and giggles, I'll wait until these two creatures have their turn before revealing it to anyone who might come in. A 19 hits the bear.
Yep.
For 11 points of damage as a needle comes flying from over in this direction.
Why is this guy so active?
And a 21 will hit the bear
Leave the bear alone, you bully.
for 10 points of damage as this creature that you can clearly see out of the corner fires into you and then stays standing where he is and screams out at you.
I'm gonna fuck that cunt up so badly. So I've just taken a swipe at this inanimate object only to be fucking mutilated by this arsehole in the corner.
Yeah.
Cirrus, you have asked out for some support with some healing as you walked across to this area. What do you do?
I assume I've got none whatsoever.
No one gave you anything.
Do I have?
You do have one more of those potions.
Okay, I thought I
yes.
did. I wasn't sure
But
if I can give it to him.
You ran over and stood right next to Cirrus and just went.
I was looking in my pockets. I was digging around, going, it's in here
You
somewhere.
were still in the ethereal plane. You weren't aware at that point in time. Okay.
Can I then ready an action that if someone gives me a potion, I'll drink it?
Yeah, they will be able to use a bonus action to pour it in your mouth, but I will allow it that they would just sort of half that and not have to worry about it if they just hand it to you as a involuntary action. So, Constantine.
I'll ready that as an action, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Just spend time getting me breath back.
So, Constantine, your turn.
Yes.
I've found the healing potion that was tucked in the back of my pocket.
So do 2d4 healing plus.
Thanks, my man.
2d4 plus 4, I believe it was. Yep. So 10 points of healing, and you also 10 points of healing, and you also now have the following effect on you.
I'd have a sit down if I were you.
But you become incredibly charismatic in this period of time. Okay.
Really?
So Constantine, you hand that over. And what else do you want to do?
People like, tell me more about clouds.
Can I try to blink again? Or am I not allowed?
No, it's active for another. It's active for another, say, 7 turns anyway.
Okay.
You can do your movement in this plane. You may or may not blink out at the end of this.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Okay.
Thanks, my man. That's just fucking treat.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
These are fucking dear, man.
I'm just gonna pat Cirrus on the shoulder and go, enjoy, man. Enjoy. And I'm gonna.
Fucking great.
But get over here. To help tow.
Yep.
And then I'll blink.
Okay,
Whoa.
so you get over there and blink.
It's a
So roll the d20.
Come on.
Oh,
Nice.
Again.
You
That's a
vanish.
good move.
Pop. You are no
Yeah.
longer there. So you took 5, 10, 15, 20 foot to there. So you had to have another 10 feet of movement if you wanted to. Only if you wanted to.
That would be from here.
So two squares.
2 squares. So I'll go. That can I do it in diagonal 2 squares as well? Right.
Yeah, diagonals are also 5 foot of movement.
Okay, I'll go
So
here
you're there, so
and
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
here.
Yeah.
Do I? Sorry, I don't know if it counts at the end of my action. Would I see anything here now, or?
Again, roll an Arcana check for me. You get a little bit more sight, but not much. You're not used to this plane yet.
Yeah.
You're really disoriented when you get in there, and you're not really able to determine what you can see or not see in this plane. Garavid,
Can I go here, or is that on a rock?
you can go there.
Okay, and then does that give me line of sight on this fella down here?
That would give you line of sight on that fellow down there, yes.
Alright, then I'll do my Eldritch Blast. That's straight to hit, isn't it? Oh no, I have to just do it like that for a change.
8 points of damage. You fire out at this creature who has been taking pot shots at the bear and everyone else for quite a while now. He had run away earlier in the battle as he takes an Eldritch Blast and falls down to his knees, lying dead on the ground.
Oh, yes.
As he falls to the ground, he looks to the skies and squeals again, very similar to earlier, a "I'm very sorry" type of squeal. Okay.
Hang on, I get something for that. Sorry, I'll look through it.
Yep, you can take your healing from doing the hit.
Dark One's Blessing.
There you go. Very nicely done. All right. That is your turn, Emmanuel.
Oh, yes, that's my turn.
Oh, right. So I will move up to here. So with my little magic stone, can I... So this guy is the guy that's healing up with the white fire or the blue fire? Is that correct?
This guy here
Yeah.
is the guy
Yeah.
who's sitting in the water and seeming to have the stuff coming up. Yes.
And this guy here, can I see him?
You can't really make him out from where you are. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. You can't really see him from where you are at the moment, even with your light up. You'd have to get closer.
Let me see how much closer I would have to get. Okay, I'll just move. So I'm going to have to come this close. Is that about right?
If you move that close, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, you'll see this creature in the ground. He's got his back to you where he is. You see some rapier marks, probably from where you are, not so obvious, but some wounds in this creature, and has similar blue light sort of shining up off him. From there, you can't really see much more as to how high up that blue is or what it's doing, but at least similar to the other one that's quite close to you now that you can clearly see that happening.
Can I firebolt him then?
You can.
If I can see him, I'm going to firebolt him.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. That'll teach him to be healing up of his own accord. There we go. Right.
You fire this fire. You fire this firebolt off at this creature, and your normal expectation to see the roots, not roots, go up in flames.
Branches.
Just sort of sizzles
Ooh.
in a sort of like almost a steam thing, and just
Okay.
evaporates off this creature at this point in time.
So he can't be harmed. Is that what we're getting from this?
I'll be set on fire.
I mean, can I have an intelligence test? Do I reckon this is to do with water, or to do with the fact that he's waterlogged, or to do with something else?
I think you're too far away to really ascertain anything like that, especially as you're firing off firebolts and holding on to glow sticks at this point in time.
We had a big chunk out of him by the bear, didn't he? He didn't seem to do anything.
Keith.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Muted there,
You're
matey.
muted, Keithy.
Here we go. Is a dash a double move?
By the way, you do realise that is the way we say the name Keith in Australia.
Beef. Yeah,
Keith. How do you say it? Keith.
Keith. Hey,
That's
Keith.
how I did spell it to be that way. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Keith, innit?
Yeah.
Keith, thanks.
The,
All right, sorry, go for it. I apologise.
So is a dash a double move?
A dash would be a double move, yes.
Okay, so I want to take a double move.
Yep.
Seeing as they're smashing into that and nothing appears to be doing. So I'm going to come around the rock this way and then come down to here to have a look down ahead of us.
So as you run down to move around, you have 60 feet of dark vision. I need to check my ruler. Yeah, so at this point in time, I will do this just for the sake of where we're at, because everyone will see it and you can yell it out to the group at this point in time. That you can so far see about that far. You sort of see where the edges are. You don't see. You can sort of sense that there might be a little bit of light coming off like a waterfall or a flow. But other than that, you can't really see much more up close because there's
a magic waterfall.
A lot of
excellent.
A lot of steam or whatever coming off there.
Yeah.
You see. When you get to there, you see two creatures in here, which no one else can see at the moment, but you can see them here, Keith, and you will recognize... you will recognize. This looks a lot like the big guy from about a day ago that was part of the party that had been
attacked us in the woods.
Attacked you in the woods. And this one looks a little bit similar size, at least, to his second in charge, who you had known had been dragged away, or their bodies were no longer found. At the distance you're at, even with your dark vision, you can't see too much more. But this pool up here, at least for you, no one else can necessarily see it because there's a rock wall there. But this water seems to be a brighter shade of blue than the water down in this area.
Okay. I say nothing.
Your turn,
and then my turn, yeah.
And that's you get there and you say nothing. Okay. Then toe bear.
Wait, give me a sec. Shit, I mean, this looks a bit... Can I get a gauge of, just in my bear form, what the general mood of the party is right now?
Oh.
Are we confident or are we less confident?
General mood of the party. Doing a little jig.
You've seen.
All right.
You've not actually had anyone run past you yet from where you are because Keith ran across the other one. What you can at least see as a bear is that Keith did run up to where he is at the moment and is looking in this direction, but no one else has gone past you that you've seen, so I would say that you don't have much of an idea of what the rest are doing, even in your bear form. You do know that the light from Emmanuel has come past you, so at least someone's walked closer to you from where you are.
The feeling is the party's not over yet, Toe.
Yeah. It's a bit fucked up though. But let's do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this rock wall here? Is that high or what's the deal?
It's pretty big. As a large creature, you'll be able to get up it. It won't be easy for other people to climb up it, but as a large creature, you can sort of clamber up the side
Alright, then I want to get up in this guy's grill
Mm-hmm.
and try and bite him.
Go for it.
Ooh.
That'll hit. You whack into this creature from behind, and unlike the other one down below, this one sort of does let out a bit of a and then sort of almost owl-like in terms of its head just goes and looks back down at you. So its head is facing the opposite direction to where its body is at this point in time, and looks down at this bear that just attacked it. Its body didn't turn around.
Alright, well then I'm gonna fucking claw its body.
Go for it.
Yes.
You whack into this creature again with a second attack, doing a fair bit of like damage, and it's quite like you can sense that it's being damaged as you go.
How's he looking?
It sort of has its head backwards looking down at you. It looks damaged a little bit.
Can I see any down south here?
Which one?
Can I see any further? Like
You can see this guy down here. You can see this guy here, and you see a very misty, foggy waterfall in this area. So you can let me reveal this sort of here. So you can see a misty, foggy waterfall where you are. Okay, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's it. That's me done.
You take 5 points of damage as you attack this creature. As you hit it and then stay where you are after hitting it, you then sort of get this sort of feeling from underneath the water that something swipes up at you from underneath your form. I believe that a 20 hits you, so you take 5 points of damage.
Do I like the roots of this thing?
Pardon?
Is the roots of this thing, or is it a different creature altogether?
You don't know at this moment. You'd have to make an investigation in the water, but you've just taken 2 attacks.
Alright.
Okay, this guy here in the corner will fire at you with the needle again. 18 to hit. 6 points of damage against Toe. And he will then move back over to here on the side. And
There's a up.
look at you. Okay, this other guy here in the water. This guy in the water over here, you would notice, Constantine, that this guy in the water over here, slowly, when he went to his knees, slowly some blue starts to come around his knees and starts to head in that direction. And he stiffens up, but not alive, but just exactly the same as the other creatures you're around, stiffens up in that area. Cirrus.
Right, okay. Well, I haven't been out for a little bit, but feeling a little space here. Going to have a look what's going on here. She's there, big man. Hey, sorry about this, and what the fuck's going on here? Going to investigate what exactly this is. You give you a little tickle. How do you give you a little tickle?
You can roll either a nature or Arcana. I know that seems like 2 opposite ends of a spectrum, but roll a nature or an Arcana check.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah. You
meant nature.
That was you chose Arcana at that
Yeah,
point in time.
I've already.
You're feeling a little bit like chilled, a little bit relaxed at the moment. You sort of walk over and poke it and giggle a little bit, and then you realise you haven't eaten much for the last couple of hours, and you're feeling a little bit peckish, so your mind starts to drift off in that direction. You don't really notice terribly much.
I think it's magic, just like everything else. I've got no feedback to give anyone really. I assume that counts as an action, like.
Yeah, that'll be an action.
Something like that.
Or I'd let you use it as a bonus action. Bonus action to check. You can have another action if you want.
If it's a bonus action, I'll dodge with my action.
Okay.
That's well, I'll leave
Constantine,
it at that.
Constantine, your turn. With Garavid as next in line.
So these two here.
So this wall would be pretty high, so to take an action to climb, you'd have to run outside and back up if you wanted to get
Okay. And these three, these 1, 2, 3 here, what are they doing?
Just
Regenerating.
Just plonked in the water at this moment in time, not doing terribly much.
Sorry, I'll
from
move
what you've
back
seen.
there just to.
Yep.
But was he able to see the other fella get up and start regenerating?
What he saw, it was that he didn't get up. He had gone down on his knees and screamed to the heavens. And then what you notice is that there's like a stiffening up of him that you wouldn't have expected of a dead creature. And thanks, Russ.
It was a very graphic description. He's down on his knees and stiffening up. That's a recipe for disaster in my
Which
book.
wouldn't normally happen.
Yeah, wouldn't normally happen. But anyway, the ooze is pouring out of him still. But anyway, that's what you notice. It's a bit out of the ordinary, but nothing lifelike, just out of the ordinary from what you would expect.
Okay, I'll pop over there, and then unblink and cap him.
Okay, take an attack. That you swipe and miss.
Bit groggy getting out of my
I mean,
ethereal plane.
you had advantage, but you still missed anyway. So make another. You can. That was your attack with advantage. So now make another.
Okay, yeah, I'll do another.
Okay. Yep, that would hit. Roll damage. You swipe out at this thing in the water, and you pierce through it, and it makes no reaction to being damaged at all. It just sort of sits there in the water as the blue stuff starts to slowly make its way up.
Gotta stop that blue stuff, fellas.
Can I blink out again?
Can you just carry them out of the water and
roll
then
your D20.
stab them again? Well, they're dead anyway, aren't they?
Yep, you blink back out again.
Then that's what I'll do.
Okay. Make a... Sorry. No, not yet. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Garrett.
At ease.
I want to make it.
Well, actually, I'll do it now. So make a. Oh, actually, okay, yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure you're gonna make it.
Wait. Let me just try something. Oh no. Yeah. So that's fine. Good. You're fine. Nothing happens.
Good.
Where is Emmanuel standing? 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay.
I'm standing just far enough away.
What you all except for, actually everyone except for the bear that's facing the wrong way and Garavid, as you blink out, Constantine, from where you have come up and tried to stab this little thing in the water, even though everyone's already tried attacking them and nothing's happened since then. What the rest of you see is from the roof, which no one has looked towards up until this point in time. They've only looked forwards. A big,
Penis.
Big blue vein.
a big Donald Trump penis.
Well, bit of a contradiction.
Allegedly, floats down from the roof.
Is it stiff?
As it floats down from the roof, it takes a it reaches out towards you with some tendrils that have this spore-like, cloud-like substance happening in there, and these tendrils come down and try to touch you, but you blink out just as it gets near and duck down enough as you had stabbed in that it doesn't manage to hit you at that point in time, and it then hovers back up towards the roof again from where it is. It's probably, for anyone with, say, can reach, you'd probably have to jump up to hit it where it is. But it's up about 10 feet off the ground where it is at this point in time. It was hidden in sort of crevices in the roof, so only Constantine, if you looked up, you would be able to see that it is sort of like a whack-a-mole come out from where it is. Garavid, you didn't see any of that as it goes back up into its little whack-a-hole.
So I just moved to there. Would I have line of sight on this fella?
You would not be able to see it because it's still a fair way away and there's no light getting up there, so you do not see that fella up there.
If I move to here, say, would I see it?
No, because there's no...
Here, would I see it?
If you move to there, you would see something you don't even know exists, because you have not, up until this point in time, seen anything, so you'd have no idea what's
But the
anywhere.
light from Manuel is...
Manuel is there, and it only goes 40 feet out, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Just up to this wall.
You
then.
would see this wall, and you might see a little bit of light here, but you don't see anything beyond that border.
All right, so I'll just mosey on down here and see what's going on.
Cool.
And ready an Eldritch Blast.
Ready an Eldritch Blast for anything that does get seen. Emmanuel.
Right then, let's go for this. So I'm going to move to here, and as I've had my little sleepy time, I'm going to try a witch bolt at the massive.
Okay. Just before you do,
Thanks
so you're where you are there.
Yeah.
You're sitting on my face, man.
Let's not make this something it's not.
Okay. You want to go to there, I guess?
You're doing it.
Did I get over enthusiastic? I wanted to go.
I know he's on downers, but he's not that down.
Yeah, there you go. How about there?
You're back on him again. What's
Am I?
going on?
This not what's on my screen here.
Okay. Anyway.
All right.
All right. That's fine. This creature has gone back up into a pocket hole. You'd have to get underneath it effectively to get a full hit. Otherwise, it will have 3/4 of cover underneath if you did try to attack at it.
Can you do? You presumably you can't ready a spell, ready to shoot it off when the thing comes down.
You could ready at it if you want to ready as an action. If it pops back down again to shoot at it, you could do that.
Yeah, I've got that as well.
Yeah, okay. I'll ready witch bolt.
Okay. So
and Cirrus, if you'd like to run underneath it, that'd be awesome.
Readying witch bolt in case it comes.
Will.
All right, Keith, you can see what's up here, and you can also see this thing, and the fact that you probably can't see the bear, though, but you can see up here. What would you like to do?
Okay, could I sneak up to the edge of the water and investigate what this blue water is?
You could slowly walk up there, yeah. You would see that this creature's still hiding in behind here. You could walk up to there.
Yeah.
Sneaking normally is half movement. Like you would take double the movement to get somewhere, so that would be a full movement.
So I could go there? Okay, so the full movement to there.
It would be your full movement to get there if you're wanting to really sneak.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just investigate this bluer water and maybe fill my canteen up with it.
Oh, okay. Then make an investigation. You've got it pretty close. Make a nature or arcana check.
Nature +3, arcana +3. We'll try nature.
Okay.
12.
It's blue water.
Next.
Just nice water. Cool.
It's clearly a different color, and you see as it travels over the wall that there almost seems to be a splitting of the colors as it travels over the wall, so that the darker color goes into the lower part and a brighter blue with some specks, almost like stardust, stay in the water at the well up the top. The darker blue that goes into the water underneath with a 12, you can't tell too much. It just travels down the water. Okay.
Can I fill my canteen up with some of the really nice speckly water? It's got speckles in it.
Speckles is always good in drinking water, I think.
Make a sleight of make a sleight of hand check.
So no one knows which canteen you've put it in.
It's like Goldschlager, isn't it? That's like full of speckles in it.
No.
Drop your canteen in it.
No, it's my favourite canteen.
Does a 14 hit? Does a 14 hit you?
Yes, I'm on class 13.
You take 6 points of damage as you reach into the water to put your canteen in to lift up the water that's in there. You do it and you ripple the water as you go in, and as you ripple the water, all of a sudden out of the floor, the silt in the base of this pool comes out a spike and slams through your hand. Make a dexterity check to see if you hold on to the canteen or whether it goes flying.
At least it's not a bog octopus.
A octopus.
A octopus, yeah.
+2, 15.
You manage to hold on to your canteen and look, and
favourite canteen.
It does not have a hole in it. You managed to get there. Okay, but you did take...
I scream in pain, like a lot of pain. That definitely hurt, Keith.
Okay. And Keith snuck up there, so that's your turn. Do you want to let anyone else know other than the scream in pain, or that's your turn?
I'm like, there's something in the water.
It's a canteen safe, man.
Toe, your turn. This creature, by the way, did not make an attack at you on its turn. You've gone through a round, and the creature did not... It just twisted its head around and looked down at you, but it didn't seem to have taken any additional action at you. It's just looking at this bear.
But the purple beast thing did, and whatever was in the water did.
Yeah,
maybe they've got them
looking
hostage.
for people to blame, I can see.
Yeah. Maybe they've got them hostage. Maybe the tree people have got Stockholm syndrome from whatever these mushroom people have.
Yeah, or maybe the mushroom people are using them for food, and they're just slowly liquidizing them.
But basically, we'll be saving the plant people by killing them, and the mushroom people because they're evil.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
We might just be caught in a crossfire here.
And there's
You know
still
what
a
I mean?
creature over here underneath the stonework over here on this side.
Are the newer Command and Conquer games where there's 3 factions?
I'm gonna
Too
use
confusing for me.
my action to disengage and fucking leg it.
All right.
Yelling in bear, which no one obviously understands. Just like, fuck, bad guys here. We're getting our comeuppance.
Okay, so all of a sudden this bear from up here just goes and Keith, you will notice as you're lifting your hand up, sore from this spike that went through. You'll notice that this creature up the top then just did this and looks across towards you.
Yeah. Yes, he's just looking at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just look back.
You are sitting next to the pool of water down on one knee, which does give this guy disadvantage on his attack at shooting at you, as I will class that as being difficult to hit. And he fires at you and misses as he fires off this spike. He then looks across again and makes that squeal and stays right where he is and holds there. From there, that is his turn. This creature over here that was Thingo just still sits there stiff and just having the blue slowly come up its body.
Trying to figure out how big a warhammer is. I know that probably looked like I was trying to measure me. Well, it did look like I was trying to measure me.
We call it a warhammer, shall we? Yeah.
No,
I'm trying to work out how big my warhammer is.
Do you want to see
call
my
it a
warhammer?
toffee
lassie?
hammer at best. Just like how big a war. I'm just trying to think. Reaching mushroom, Cirrus, about 6'3".
You're 6'3". I think a warhammer could is with your arms above your head as well, and a warhammer, you'd be able to reach a 10-foot creature above you.
All right. I see you there, chubby. Get away fucking clothes, man. Come on. So if he's roughly here,
Chubby.
so he's there. So you would go underneath him to hit him, but stay where you are. That's fine. Make an attack.
trying at this fucker.
Cirrus reaches up in the air and swipes his warhammer despite his seeming melancholy attitude at this moment in time, just chilling and walking over. And having lost a little bit of wisdom, is just sort of waving around his warhammer. I want, as he whacks this creature above, and it bursts like a big balloon in a very similar gas spore-like explosion to what came out of the chest of what both Constantine and within the distance 10, 15, 20.
I'll hold my breath.
Emmanuel, where he is unfortunately too late, as you weren't expecting it. I would like you, all three of you, Cirrus, Constantine, and Emmanuel, to roll Constitution saving throws for me.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
dear.
Shit.
All three of you are
take
now
it in
destined to
deep.
die.
You're like, oh shit. Oh,
Yeah,
get it
the
right
deep
in there.
inhaling
Bucket,
there was quite
bucket.
realistic as to what would have happened. I think.
Alright.
And they hold it in as well. They're like, no.
Oh yeah, hold it in.
out
They're
yet.
well trained.
Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
Can you all roll?
I don't know.
So you all take 12 points of damage.
I think that might be me dead.
What type of damage is that?
Poison. If you are immune to
Oh no,
poison,
that's okay.
if you are immune or if you're immune to the poison can... Wait a sec. Okay. Is anyone immune to poison?
Nope.
Is anyone resistant to poison? No. Okay. So you take 12 points of damage. And I want you all...
Oh, no.
to
Tonight.
roll a d12.
Why?
Okay.
That's how many rounds you got to life.
You're all now insane.
Yeah.
But at least you'll be tripping.
Can I rack on my turn or like? Yeah.
Now all of you roll a d10. No, sorry, d6, not a d10. D6.
Oh dear. Some stunning rolls.
All right.
I feel like I've been rolling.
Now, should we roll a different dice?
You've had a good run. You've had a good run.
Been lovely serving with you boys.
Okay. Good.
Well
Okay,
done,
let's move
everybody.
on. Right, okay.
We'll see you again next week.
That is Cirrus's turn, but this creature perishes above you. That is Cirrus's turn. As you all have this giant spore, this giant sort of gas spore explode in your faces. And Emmanuel and Constantine were there before. This is a lot more of this spore-like gas that you would have experienced with what Feven released from her body. This is quite a lot came out. As it falls and flails to the ground, you sort of all coughing and spluttering where you are. Actually, your blink fails in with that low constitution as well. I'll just get rid of it off the screen. Out of the way, and your blink will fully fail in that moment in time. Okay.
Feel a bit bad for that. Sorry, dudes. Like,
that is your turn as you're coughing and spluttering and dealing with that. Garavid.
Yeah.
You see this big balloon of gas and spore-like substance blow out all over the faces. Oh, Jesus, anyway.
And I still can't see anybody.
You, at the moment, you would have seen that happen because you had distance, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could just maybe see the heads of something up here, but you still don't see this. You would have seen the dart fly past and miss Keith coming from some direction or in this direction, but you didn't
So
see anything
if I move to
specific.
here, could I hit this fella?
You could, yeah.
Alright, I'll do that then. I'll do that then. Whoa.
Yep, that's a hit.
Yup.
You fire out at this creature and hit it, and its head then locks eyes at you. From where you are, you can really only just see its head. So there's not much else you can tell from where you are at this moment in time.
Right.
Okay. Manuel, your turn is coughing and spluttering and dealing with that. Keith.
Cool.
I am gonna as they know where they are, I won't be trying to sneak anymore,
Mhm.
and I will just dash off with Toe. Be like,
Okay.
I don't like what's going on over here, and I'm very badly injured, so I do not want to be in the line of fire.
Okay. So you're leaving this guy in the corner
Yeah,
who's been
I'm
firing
leaving
off
him to it.
and running away. Okay.
I'm going to just limp off.
5,
Limp
10,
off.
15, 20, 25. You can move another 15 feet if you want to move. Oh, actually, you got up from a kneeling spot, so go to where you are. That's fine. Toe.
Okay, cool.
Is someone down right now?
No one is down, I don't think, at this moment in time. Emmanuel,
No,
looks,
no one's down.
Emmanuel looks pretty unwell.
Alright.
And so do I.
And so does
Yeah, I've only
Keith.
got 5.
Alright, as do I. So it's just like I'm gonna just
No, 3.
pour out in their language, which is gonna try and convey like it's abort.
Okay.
Right, it's Palm Night Bay, let's
Mistake.
abort the ship. And I'm gonna dash.
There's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
You can take them.
It's not just 3 of them, though. There's some fucked up shit going on in that pool.
Rip 'em up.
Yeah, there is something really dodgy about that pool.
I will not survive.
Yeah, he like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it was like a little bit. I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna
Okay.
run away like a bitch.
You run away.
But I want to make kind of whimpering noises, like they're, you know how dogs
Yeah.
kind of whisper.
Like a little girl.
I try and put my tiny tail between my legs.
Toe the bear runs away. The creatures that are in the water just are sitting there in the water, not moving and not doing anything. This one that turned its head at Garavid has just left its head where it is. Nothing else is happening. Toe, you would have noticed when you were up next to them that this light was coming up these creatures, similar to the one down lower, but they do seem to be animated a little bit more, but they're not moving.
Could I assume that these are maybe the final form of the previous ones that we encountered?
Not necessarily make that assumption. I would say the assumption you probably could have made is these ones, whatever it is, are more advanced than these ones down
Almost
here,
finished, yeah.
but don't seem to be doing much more than just standing where they are. They didn't move anything other than their head turning around as you were moving away. This guy here, standing where he is, will take a shot out at Garavid. 21 to hit.
Yep.
For 4 points of damage.
Oh, so much.
Okay.
Go stand in the water. Stand in the water.
That's
The feeling-
stupid.
So,
Like a spa.
yeah, Cirrus, your turn is sputtering and coughing from where you are, but you've all managed to sort of work off that poison feeling from where you are, but you can really feel a sense of quite a heavy like feeling in your throat and your lungs. There's sort of that feeling when you've got the full-on man flu going on in that area. All right, Constantine, your turn.
I'm probably feeling the same then, so I will also shout to the others. We should get out of here. And I am going to leg it.
Why? What's going on? Why is everybody running away?
Because we've just had a lung full of mushroom spores.
You think running away is going to help you?
Yeah.
It's inside you now. You can't.
Well, you've got it inside you anyway. It doesn't matter to you, does it?
It's only a sex tape.
It's already inside you. It doesn't matter to you.
I'm gonna go. I'll run over to this side. I'm gonna go over here then.
Okay.
Get out of the water.
Okay.
That's for me.
So, Constantine, you were doing this search as you were walking from where you got ambushed, and you were like, he was leading the path with Keith as you were walking, and you definitely remember that these bodies at the top pool were dragged and are now in the pool. You would have noticed that this creature here, as you run past, was one of the creatures that was at the front entrance the day before, had sort of pulled back away and had come up the top corridor. And actually both of these two creatures, this one here and this one here, were in that northmost corridor where you had sort of killed them off before they ran away and heard that large bouncing sound. So these definitely have the markings of creatures that you had previously killed, and may or may not have been moved while you were doing your rest earlier. So that's where you are. So you know that these creatures were about a day and a half earlier were killed. These ones were just sort of a couple of hours ago. Just to be, because I forgot to mention all of that earlier. As you run past. All
Just
right.
looking at this map,
You
did
know-
we actually explore this cave right at the north properly?
You have not been north of this spot here. You've seen in there a little bit, but you didn't explore north.
No.
You've got a guy who's been firing stuff from over here, at least you think is in that direction.
Somewhere in that direction, yeah. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to attack him.
Brave.
All right. You run up, and as you get up to him, then, like within the last thing, because this is pitch black, so you can make an attack with disadvantage. As you blindly swing somewhere in that area and miss him as you swing and whack into the...
At the dagger or the rapier?
That was your rapier, so you swing your rapier and whack into the stone.
Oh, that was the Eldritch Blast for some reason. Oh, no.
Well, did you
Was
mean...
it?
No, that...
No, it's rapier. Once you got Eldritch Blast...
Did you mean to attack with the rapier, I thought, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do with the dagger then as well.
Missed with that. Go with the dagger with disadvantage. That will actually hit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you swipe with your rapier one direction, and you've got two other directions to go with. You swipe off in the other direction, and this creature falls flat at your feet, making a thud sound. He was on
Yeah, I
five.
told you to go
He
for
was
it.
on 5 points of damage for the last hour and a half.
Hey!
And he is down. These were this guy here and this guy were the ones who have come out after the break. This guy is sitting up now in the water, but just stiff and steady in the water. This guy falls down to the ground and just collapses on the ground flat.
So that was the last living one. Not regenerating one.
Not regenning, yeah.
Okay. We are into Emmanuel.
Okay, so I presume we've now stopped coughing. So can I move up a little bit more than that? Sorry, there's crap on my screen. Yeah, kind of up to here, and have a look at this pool.
Yeah, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30, 35. So you can see sort of over to here at the moment with your light out. Garavid also gets now the light. You see these creatures in the pool. This one is has like the light blue is coming up. The one further away has a much shinier bright blue coming up it. This one that's been hit a little bit. it's come up, but it's sort of slowly. It's gone back down closer to the ground, to where the pool is, and it's sort of starting again from where it is, almost like you're like loading bar on something that then all of a sudden goes back and says that you still have an hour or so to go. The other one on the other side, who hasn't been touched as far as you're aware, seems to be quite blue, even up to underneath the arms.
So we just all attack him. Attack them all. Are we still in initiative?
I was just going to say, do I know anything about this pool with its magicalness? Other than, I guess it's a healing pool.
Not for us.
Emmanuel, you left your home in search of something that
of indeed this particular thing, which is exactly what I'm thinking.
Something that is similar to this. But doesn't seem to fit to the stories that you have heard in your life. You did come to Newbark on Whiteflow to try to find a famed fountain of youth, effectively somewhere in Newbark. Triggers memories of that story because you're seeing things that were dead the day before and are back to life. But if this was to be the place, it doesn't seem to fit what you were expecting. That's all I can give you in that sort of situation.
That's okay. That's beautifully put.
And with that, and with the fact that there's nothing sort of proactively there, I would say that we will end the session. I will just say one additional thing. If everyone can roll a perception check for me.
-2 off mine, just because my wisdom's 2 down a minute.
And Toe, you would have advantage on this, actually. Anyway, it's fine.
Mine's 18.
Okay.
20.
So, with that perception, especially with the natural 20 on Emmanuel, there are two things that you all will notice that during this battle, you probably weren't aware of it in the depth of the battle and looking around. But you haven't heard that bang, 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 bang sound for quite a while now, a few minutes. Or, it's been about 6 turns. So 36 seconds you haven't heard that bang, bang, but you were hearing it pretty much every short period of time. With a natural 20, I would say that directly above Garavid is one more of those purple creatures that has its little tendrils sticking out a little bit at this point in time.
Get it!
Hit it with your rapier, mate.
That
A spory pinata.
has not made an attack yet, but you probably would have been quick enough to tell Garavid to get out of the way.
Okay, I will do that in prep. I will certainly do that.
And the other thing that you'll probably notice with a 22, because I wasn't expecting it, but you've got it, is this waterfall is hitting the ground, but it's got another colour again at the very base of it. I will leave the session at that point in time with that natural 20. And
thanks very much, Mark, as always.
It's very intriguing.
Fun, interesting stuff.
We shall enjoy pausing the genocide next week, I would guess.
Yeah, thanks for the genocide.
very good.
Well,
Thank you
I
very
don't know,
much.
because I think we're just going to take...
Cough
Gonna
up my
take pot
spores.
shops at the fella, like a fish in a barrel.
Really good.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
What I suggest you do, Gareth, is pull him down and just bury your face in him. That's the way to kill him quickly.
Just huff him.
Greatly appreciated for the session.
Thank you, man.
That was quite
Thank
fun.
you.
Went in
good.
a couple
Thanks so much,
of
Mark.
interesting directions. Let's see how it goes next week. We should be back to Wednesday next week. So.
Oh, man. No worries.
Cool.
All right,
Awesome.
guys.
Nice one, guys.
Great one.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers,
See
man.
ya.
Take care.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Really cool session. Let's see what happens next week in festivals and fear. A lot of fun, lot of laughter. I love this that part of the group. So let's see how things turn out next week. Enjoy.